22 months too. That's what? That's 2 years plus some change
almost,
right there.
Yeah. That's almost 3 right there.
Ren versus Super right here. Up in the corner right now. Ren is getting cooked.
Nice confirm there from Super Chevy. Ren stuck in the corner at the moment. Tried to get out, bursted aggressively right back where you're going.
Oh, it's time to get flown with fireballs. I'm not sure this matchup goes. I don't get to see Tempest versus Testament versus Jacko too often, but I do know that Jacko gets going and flown with these minions. It's going to be hard to stop, and that's why we see him stop with the staying game right there. The explosion of Grave Digger, then get the follow-up. Unfortunately, we'll get the jump in side switch situation for Biko into the super. Sarcophagus, move that esophagus.
Ooh. Put him in a museum. Ren, going down the first round. I like what Super Chevy is doing, just kind of spacing things out. Honestly, I feel like Jacko is able to, employ more minions on Testament just because you can sit at ranges, even full screen, that just, what's Testament going to do if they don't get the stain? You saw Ren try to teleport in earlier in round 1 and was able to get something going, but it's really going to be up to Ren to close that distance in time.
Trying to do so right here, up in the corner, the back throw, keeps it meaty again, trying to find that side switch situation, but now catches himself up in the corner. It's not where you want to be. Biko loves this, has the minion out and about, but does get clipped. The minion unfortunately gone, but just does a raw super to make them fall. I like that. The minion kick denied, damage applied.
Like that from Ren, keeping their head in the game. 2S blessed Chevy on the dash up type of situation. You see Ren trying to close the distance again and get into that mid-screen range where the Scythe normals are going to be most effective. Putting Super Chevy into the corner.
Well, gets this wall break. They've got a lot of bar to utilize, and they're going to use it for the BRC, but the deny with the 2D. I feel like Jacko players love that. Look for that knockdown to get the minions out, but what's it about? Upward dog for the finish, the bite. That's good night. Ren with the first W and the first win. All right.
I like that adaptation from Ren there. Maybe Ren might not have seen the Jacko matchup too much either, to be honest with you. So it's one of those scenarios where you got to make that adaptation on the fly, and you saw Ren doing that to great dividends, going up 1-0 so far in the set.
One thing that helps out, it seems like those long range buttons like the 6H and 5H, things like that are able to clip if you get close enough. Obviously, it's hard because of the distance. You're able to send out the minions out safely, do the minion kicks and all that stuff like that. But on the other side of things, Ren's been able, when they're playing the Tempest, I keep saying Tempest, when they're playing Testament, to be able to get close enough to get the clip right there. In the Scrabble situations, Ren has been the victor. Oh, you see the upward fireball, the call out.
Good stuff from Ren, keeping the sky secured. Early burst from Super Chevy. Nice side switch combo off of the minion.
Buffed up minions. Try to get that follow-up. 2D gets the knockdown minion kick, but not a lot of damage. Think about Jacko, it's like she's not doing a lot of damage when she has the minions for the follow-up too as well. So you can take a few of these hits, but go up in the corner. FD, nothing behind that though. Gets some space into the space. The fireball follow-up. It puts him right back in.
Pick up with the dash up 5K Ren. Trying to move aggressively. Red RC is what it's going to be, and the bird through the wall.
Ooh, interruption in the staying game explosion. No bounty.
Ooh. Ren taking full advantage, picking up where they left off in game 1. It's going to be up to Super Chevy to kind of make those adaptations. You see the minions now getting immediately deleted off of the screen with the fireball. That's smart stuff from Ren.
That along with the fireballs, but hold on now. Gets the counter, never mind, not fine. 2K 2D knockdown again with the fireball follow-up. That has been kind of the narrative of the neutral right now, is these fireballs. Even on block, they push Ren at a distance where Biko's got to work to them to get in. It's been difficult. Jump D not doing the duty out here. Upward, Grave Digger has been doing some damage to it, deleting that off the table, and again, clipping these minions. You can take a few of these hits, but maybe not when they're buffed. Red RC backs up. Hop in the corner, what now, Dan?
Oh, tried to escape, but the paycheck came through for Super Chevy. Gonna buy that big F-150, all the fixings on it.
Well, the Hellcat, just like that, it's almost a wrap. 3 minions, the shield, don't press a goddamn button. Yo, the back throw, the ring, what a throw. Oh, and the fadeaway again. Fireball situation, Ren.
Wow, what a throw. I mean, finding the gap just like that. Obviously, throw one of the fastest options in the game to be able to do. But if you don't time it right, you definitely get blown up for it. That could have been the round for Ren, but took the bravery, found the space to back throw in that scenario. Good stuff from Ren. I really like that defensive option.
Yo, a brother like me would have been pressing buttons, you know what I'm saying? I would have been
everything.
Shit for life. Like, yo, mashing like potatoes out here. I would have got cooked, though. But it's those great innate defensive maneuvers that have saved the day for Ren. And also, again, great offense with the fireballs. They got to be able to seal it right here. Game point for them. Biko got to do something different. And again, we haven't really seen all those cool minion setups. We do see the 2D, but immediate burst from the worst. Ren denying, again, these setups off the minions that could come through and clip all the damage that Jackal would like to do.
Oh, Ren keeping it nice and clean in the skies. The JS gonna put Super Chevy into that combo. Through the wall they go. Positive bonus for Ren. The challenge at the beginning, but the trade still goes in Ren's favor.
Staying game. All stained up. No wash right here. Only washing done is by Ren as they're about to get that win. Set point situation. And again, staying game, fireballs, and again, the pushback has been disallowing Biko to come through. Now we see the downward dog coming through. Jump in, counter hit, jump D, follow up. Just get the side switch. Biko got to make the most of this.
Absolutely. Life is not looking too great. Got the helicopter spin. Not quite with the win just yet. Close range situation. Big letters on the screen. Emergency burst from Super Chevy.
Trying to get away from the heavy damage. 5K, 2D. That's it again. Ren with another win. Very dominant play from them. And whether you know the matchup or not, they knew what their character was about. However, we gotta talk about this. I think Faust is doing pretty well for this patch. A lot of pushback allows for more of the item toss to be a little bit safer. I think that he does well in some of these matchups like Nago and things like that. He can also fight very well. And I'll tell you, one person that can fight very well with this character is like the SkullDuggers, who has been making a name for themselves out here at TNS and other online tournaments.
SkullDuggers, I've been seeing them around town on the online space for sure. But let's not count Jiji out. 6P out the skies. Here we go. Soul Glow Afro.
Careful not caught in the corner. Tons of fun. Like get the knockdown. FB for space up in this place. Immediate burst, but I love that RC side switch. Mix. And again, for that corner carry.
Harder man out as well. Jiji stuck up in the corner. Got to deal with the bomb. Big letters on the screen.
Yo, the reactions though? Can we talk about Buddy's reactions immediately? Hold on now. Not over though. Up. Where dog doesn't get the hit, no scalpel. 6P. I thought 6P the game was over. Jiji
got the sequel, early edition, early access. Red RC immediate burst. SkullDuggers does not want to go through that wall, deal with that situation. Bomb over to you. Jiji decides to block, hold down. I like that play. Not get over aggressive. Chase down with the 5K and another 6P. Caught him looking.
Biding their time to stay fine to get that 6P situation. Did not want to get hit with the same game explosions. I like that. 2P round start too as well. And by the way, thank you all so much for contributing to the match. Keep blessing us with those codes. We'll get right back in the action. Look at that Final Fantasy. We wasn't able to get that hit though. Look at the close slash. Burst away from that counter hit play. But still get the area right there. We're melted.
Downtown. SkullDuggers has the Afro apply. Can bomb bag it off if they want to. Just holding on to it. Like the way it looks.
We can open up. Off the low, though, the red RC, the bomb's going to help with that victory. Explosion, ooh! Twitter combos. He said, post this one up. He said, Nage who? Get through.
Oh, man. Hit him with the Hitman. Just like, let me line up the target just right. Make sure it's timed just perfectly for the explosion. Good stuff from SkullDuggers. Really able to just dominate the airspace. 6P anti-airs, that JS from way on the other side of the screen as well. Able to snipe out Jiji there. But we saw Jiji had some advantages in that game. So looking for them to be able to continue to press that, find the spaces where they can play.
Yeah, maybe 6P against like some of these scalpel moves and things like that, long range buttons might be the play too as well. We see that for like a lot of characters like Geo when she's fighting Faust. We might see that here too as well. But, it's just the good defense of the time right here from Skull also makes it really difficult. We've seen them anti-air perfectly avoid the same gang explosions. Maybe not this time. They're not so fine. There's the explosion, upward dog, but still the counter hit into the mix, follow up too as well. Dash, cancel, trying to find it, open this close slash. Wants Jiji to back up.
Items come out, another swing away with the 5H. Just attempting to claim that neutral space that they want, but a run up 6P again. I feel like SkullDuggers just has the answers. Nice, quick RC after the Children of the Corn.
overhead, almost there. Careful now. Yeah, going for that wall break with the overhead, the 6H. And Skull doing a fantastic job, but here's the RC back though. Again, for the zoning game, I feel like we've seen Faust do very well. And not only that, SkullDuggers do a fantastic job not getting opened up, but opens up, creasing up the cranium. Blessing the dome. Peace be with you, and also with you out of this bracket, bro. Soon, SkullDuggers is close to getting that game point situation.
Passing on the screen. Nice air defense there from Jiji. You'll be able to apply the stain game. Dog comes through the skies. Great follow-up as well. Jiji working with some momentum. There's the dust as well. SkullDuggers hemmed up in the corner.
Trying to find these anti-airs. Different sort of jumping game right here. We see some fastballs and things like that from Jiji. Gets the dust. Nice counter hit at the tip. One more hit to do it. Oh. Side switch. He's still in.
Wait a minute. SkullDuggers. The doctor ain't out just yet. The reversal throw. Here we go. What's the setup?
Jump him up. Oh, it was to hurt him. He's not dead though. Remember, he's to it. Oh my God, the 2H in the overhead again. No. That's the win. Maverick.
Raw? What? Just
like
raw?
That?
Just do it. Don't worry about cooking it. Just bring it out. Just bring it out. I'm hungry. Just bring it out.
It's overhead tartar.
Just bring it out.
They liked it though. They said, "Ooh, this is delicious." Don't send it back to the past. Woo.
That was tough stuff. Barely surviving too. Like the trumpet that fell on Jiji's side, though the band class almost killed SkullDuggers. So you know, you take everything you can get, but it's gonna be SkullDuggers up 2-0 right now over Jiji. I feel like Jiji's at that point where they get so close to getting around, but it's just SkullDuggers is able to clutch it out time and time again. We'll see how this one goes. Last chance for Jiji.
Yeah, so let's see right here. But again, I feel like SkullDuggers he's been able to get like a lot of range, you know, and be able to throw out these items that at least cause some chaos. And when they're caught in the corner, they find a way out. Things like this, dive, kick, and mix. I like that offensive burst. Keep them caught up in the corner again. Okay, bad situation. Now we see the burst off from Skull. Got to find a way out. Double jump is the play. And blocks the 6P2 as well. Little Mini me helping out just a little bit. Staying game, but just not even afraid. Might get exploded, but there's the air-to-air right there.
YRC, my turn, please. Went for the throw. No go. Jiji hemmed up against the wall. Quick RC. Didn't get the full wall splat from that. The SkullDuggers still has the position. 6P defensively.
I like that. See, I'm loving more of the 6P, especially mid-range. Not just a long distance. It's just seems like a really good neutral tool against the likes of Faust. But we've seen Skull come back from the break. All it takes is one hit for defeat right here. RC tries. Yo, the fade away. You see the backdash 2S? That might be your ass. Wall pin. Johnson and Johnson in the mix. That's it. Skull. How are they doing this?
SkullDuggers with the cerebral gameplay against Jiji, able to survive every time it gets down to the wire. Says not a person like me.
Safe free. Nice anti right there. And we see again the items out and about, ruling the neutral. He needs to clock in. He needs to do something. Do something, my son. He said,
yeah, leave it to me. I wasn't paid full time. He was like, this is a part-time guard. You ain't paying me enough. Speaking of getting paid, we got all the items out the shop. YRC, nothing doing. Saying this is your home and you're gonna enjoy it here. You signed the lease. Now I must crease.
And with that, seeing both actually be in the running in like, you know, top 6 position, but you know, May and GoldLewis are kind of shining this patch.
Yeah, they're doing all right. They're doing all right. I mean, obviously, Alpha Frosty, you saw the likes of Slash putting in work with the anchor for sure. And then if you've ever seen Crocs and Socks run it with GoldLewis, you already know what it's going to be. But this is BeefyManatee versus ShockZ. ShockZ right now trying to get the system regulated. Had to burst to get out of that situation. Immediately dunked out of the sky. BeefyManatee going to work.
Hello, off the roads. Trying to find an opening right here. Even not finding an opening, look at all the health. Yeah, has to find a way out. You can't just hold all that pressure, all that life just dwindling away with every play. Look at that. The Dolphin, though, trying to find a whip punish. Uh-oh. Don't think things are connected just right out here in Daisuke's vision. I don't think everything is, you know, looking so clear.
Yeah, I might have to get the drops, you know, get them applied a little bit just to make sure everything's looking nice and crisp. But we're back at it. BeefyManatee PRC and the reverse casket swing.
We've seen him work out. I like to see things like that. Fantastic GoldLewis player. Let's see how they do right there. Frame kill right there. He goes below this time. The mix with it. Shots get dusted. We'll get their own counter hit. With the slide apply to as well, and a follow-up to the corner we go.
Look at the damage. I mean, just immediately equalized right off of a big counter hit, and then the following sequence. May is out here putting up red.
Almost dead. Goes in for the grip, the command grab to do it. One more hit, we'll seal the deal. One more finish. We wake up with violence. Eyes weren't even open, but that I don't think that was a full turn. In the dash up back though, there you go. And yo, Hakumen, X1 coming through with 100. I see you. You saw the GoldLewis on the screen getting lean. You said when it comes to the donation, I ain't gonna get lean.
Yo, Hakumen. Gonna call him Hyakumen. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. Good stuff to BeefyManatee and ShockZ, but yeah, hats off to Hyakumen. He's saying, you know, hey, this is some good to get strive. I got you. I got you. Forget a code. Yes, I got you.
Forget the code. I like the energy. Yo, if you got more than the code, drop some love for these players out here. You give them that hot heat. BeefyManatee up 1 against ShockZ. Yo, if you want the Nagos, you're going to see it. All right? If you want the GoldLewis, you're seeing it right here. Nice chance with the 5P. Stops the BT from coming through, but there's the air-to-air right there. Trade not too bad for ShockZ, has him caught up in the corner.
Ooh, up Dolphin connects into the throw. Here we go. Pressure. BRC is what it's going to be. The hold all the way back.
Oh, but just like that, another 100. Angel, the investor, I see you. Dropping that big love, baby. Let's go. All right, chat. You thought it was going to be mild? You thought it was going to be mild, not wild? You thought it was going to be library out here? We're going to put in work. All right, all right. You going to wake us up? Let's go, baby. Go Birds.
They're paying for the heat. Go Birds. Manatee say, I'm not the only one getting big donos. Give me some of that meat.
Manifest Destiny. It's a knockdown, though. Careful now. RC's in. Trade, not too bad. BeefyManatee caught in the corner, but they got that bar. The reversal YRC, there it is.
Immediately, Manatee wants a turn. Still stuck in the corner. Security drone comes out. I need assistance.
Ooh. Help me. Life alert. Right now, BeefyManatee is definitely on that life alert.
Ooh,
yo, the side switch that was so fortunate off the 2P right there. RC's in, wall pin situation, and you're dead. You're definitely more than dead.
ShockZ getting electrocuted right now. BeefyManatee looking to go up 2-0, but ShockZ was definitely working Manatee into that corner. However, Manatee was able to find the opportune moment. I feel like both of these characters can just do an egregious amount of damage at any turn.
Yeah. Good defensive measures right here for BeefyManatee. Overall, charge up, trying to get that guard break situation, side switch. Back to neutral, but careful. I feel like any of these whips could get hit with the Dolphin. We'll get it off of this too as well in the corner carry with that RC.
First available from MT till just now. The 2S, yeah, there's not much you can do. You got put into the checkmate situation. ShockZ going to tie things up 1 game apiece. That's always rough, man. Like when you get burst and it's late into the combo, you know, your opponent, you know, red RCs and just looks at you. It's like,
yeah, you just like, just do it.
Yeah,
just do it.
Yeah,
you will do it.
You got it.
You gonna burst.
Got it.
You gonna burst. Yeah, you got me. You got me. Next game, next round. Let's go. Let's go. John, first of all, you come in here upset that we getting hyped for the big donos. Blessings to everybody that's done so. And then you come in and curse your boy Manatee. That's crazy to me. You better reverse the curse. Reverse the curse. Return the slab.
Oh, all tied up here in game 3. ShockZ going straight back to work. Up Dolphin connects. BeefyManatee hemmed up all in the corner. Gonna have to, you need a ritual to get out of this situation. There's the 2P. The blessing of it. Aggressive burst from ShockZ.
First off from Manatee, sets up shop with the sentry. And still a strong neutral tool. Obviously, if you get clipped, it's over, but I like that he's had the time to shine with that 2P counter hit starter. We're gonna get the wall break, of course. Got a lot of bar to work with at the bottom. We're gonna see a BRC in. It just fades away. It's still a good situation because you still have YRC, you still have Super if you're caught in the corner. But shots with the damage, check the red, almost dead.
Big splash there as well. BeefyManatee gonna have to talk to the C brethren to see what is going on. The other side, full churn.
Churning like an unsatisfied nun to get it done. That butter is definitely basted right there. And BeefyManatee, look at the go up game. There you go. See, you came in right, came in at the right time. You reversed the curse, and now we'll get that anti right there. Doing a fantastic job of checking them outside the skies. And continuous amount of pressure. Now has ShockZ up in the corner. How does it feel?
Goodness.
Your life I'm gonna steal.
The churn again through the wall for it all, sending ShockZ back to the Land of Lakes. BeefyManatee going up 2-1.
It's in the land of the lakes. Your home is not here on land. It's not here on land. All right. This is not
Go
your
back.
space. This is not
Go back to where you came from.
There's going to be more bars on the way and more battles too as well. BeefyManatee definitely doing a better job of checking the Dolphins continuously and more of the anti-airs coming through. And we feel like, at least I feel like there's less of the BTs whiffing. He's in that mid-range distance, so they don't do it as often. He's doing a good job of checking this character. Now we see the Jacko.
The switch.
Oh.
The switch. ShockZ like, I need help. I need workers. I thought this was going to be a corporate meeting. Turns out this is a union meeting. I need people to represent.
I don't know about this one. I mean, I definitely can see it. Like, if you get going in front with your damage and things like that, or I'm sorry, the setup for the 2D, it'll be looking nasty. But however, the Sentry is out and about, bro. Jump D, and that's a fantastic option. You try to 6P, you see. BeefyManatee on set point.
BeefyManatee is not deterred at all by the character switch. Hemmed up just a little bit by the minion block string. ShockZ finally getting some space to work. Security drone comes out, jumped over, but then the X-Files comes through. The truth is out there.
Dun, 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 dun. Got cleared from the back doors, not dominoes. BeefyManatee with an easy victory. ShockZ, I feel like if they're gonna switch that character, it should have been a little bit earlier, but neither here nor there. BeefyManatee gonna clearly take that, whether it be the May or the Jacko.
GoldLewis. I'm liking the diversity here. Just seeing some characters show up that we don't, typically get to see all the time. So Greed on the Axel up against Keep. Greed gonna be trying to play Keep away. Want nothing to do with that casket. Saying, I want to live my life. I just found my wife.
Yo, don't let him get in. That's the name of the game. The jump D will definitely help out on any whip buttons, or you clip a preemptive like 5P and stuff like that. This has already been another. I feel like this still is a difficult matchup, but look at what happens once this character gets in. And something that KZK had told, I was watching KZK, he was like, if this character gets in, matchups don't matter, my friend. Like, it feels like the matchups just don't matter as much because the amount of mix he can do. So you have to keep mounting about. You have to switch up the positioning. The gat like that here from Keep sends out the Super 2 as well.
And the security laser. Get the whole power of the U.S. in the cross. That was nasty. That was nasty. Greed looking fantastic. Yeah, he was playing that extremely well, especially not getting frustrated against, the standard gameplay that Axel wants you to try to approach with and lose life. Jump in, big BT. Plus frames addition. Greed trying to block for their life.
Boy, that BT, I like that jump back. You see something different against these BTs. Every so often you see that FD. The jump back too as well. Dash up throw. And with Axel, you have to be able to play at any range with this character. Nice anti right there. Doesn't get the Axel bomb and follow up. But back to square one where Keep has to find a way in. Jump D is the play. You've seen that button continuously. And we'll find the cross up. That was fire.
And ate the burst. The burst thirst was quenched. Keep trying to keep themselves in the black. Just like that. Hammering away at the guard. But the 2K2D aggressive burst from Keep. Wants it all and gets it. 1-0 Keep.
Ooh, Keep. That looked personal. When you find out matchup is you just don't, that your character does not win or does not feel comfortable in. Once you get it, you still get extra aggressive, extra nasty to keep that range where they're able to play. So it's not strange to see. We see jump D and things like that. A lot of those BTs come through continuously. It makes sense why we see that. A lot more active BTs, a lot more aggression, things like that. Because once you get in, you want to stay in. You want to keep that mix going and flowing and make the most of these opportunities. Because on paper, Axel does keep this character out. That's what usually happens, but Keep, no stranger to the danger that is Axel.
We gotta play the matchup, but you gotta execute as well. X-Files coming through again. Greed slowly pushed into that corner. Nice block on the 2S there from Keep. Playing it patiently and not losing a lot of life to get in. Nice jump over, and there we go. BT time.
Not so fine. Coffin was going out where you want to be. Look at all that red that happens. Jump D again. That button has been the name of the game. BT. Oh, you're definitely dead. He said this is free. Ooh. Ooh.
And then with the tenderizer on the top of the casket.
And again, Keeps already in round start. Forced to back up. We haven't really seen these buttons that, maybe like Rainwater might be good. It like the usual like 2H and things like that keep this character out. It looks like Greed is just on the back, but so much in defense, so that makes sense because Axel suffers. Oh my
Perfection. perfection.
When does it happen? When does it happen where you're it should be the other way around?
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like,
that's what you normally think, right?
what?
Like Axel on the screen versus GoldLewis. If there's a perfect to go through, you think it'd be the Axel, but nah, keep saying we're trying to keep it Chris out here. We're trying to keep it nice and fine. Gonna go up 2-0. And it was just their aggression. Like you said, some of the buttons that you would normally see, the fact that Keep is able to just be so aerial with it, you don't get a lot of things like the 2H and stuff like that coming through and frustrating them. Even Sickle Flash, you're not able to use it because Keep is taken to the air with JD.
Continuously. Yo, Beefy, are you sure? Every time I talk to a GoldLewis player, they think this matchup is the devil, but maybe this season, you know, even though Axe has been buffed in some ways that, I don't know, maybe would make this worse. I feel like, I don't know, maybe I'm just not up to date on what you GoldLewis players are thinking, but this is looking like it might be a 5-5. Oh, the Sentry? This is BM. This is BM.
Yeah, Keep is expressing themselves in their video game that they paid for. I see you out here, but Greed with the turnaround, full slash lands and the fadeaway in play. Axel bombing through, gonna have some positive bonus, but Keep with plenty of meter to make it work.
See, PRC, that's the victory right there. Keep using that bar just to get some distance and use that movement to coast to the area right there. Jump the round start again. Listen, if y'all are saying that this is not in Axel favor, I'm starting to believe you. Like, this is looking terrible. Keep has a caught up in the corner.
There's the escape land. Coast Flash lands again, but a burst straight back to the corner. Keep sizing things up. JD applied once more, and Greed hemmed up in the corner. Counter hit, had to burst there.
Okay, Rensin explosion, trying to keep him locked up in the corner. Jump D again. The bless button, the red RC. Again, that's victory. Keep with a 3-0 over Greed. Jump D, BT. You see my victory. Good stuff to keep, bro.
It's just neutral skipping in games like this. And if you're being forced to play that neutral game, it can put you in an uncomfortable situation. But forget about neutral. We're jumping in with the JS, the immediate burst from Eddventure.
Eddventure, the premier, if not the best Jackal player in the business, comfortable with fighting it out in the neutral, even with the normals not being like the best compared to other characters, and not adding like a lot of reward, just being able to make anything off of any situation, to be honest. And the 2D already coming through, red RC out the corner, you see. And also that minion corner carry, brother, using minion in the middle of that combo was sick. Here's Punk though.
Minion ate the whole Banderbringer, but the Punk with the RC and the connection, Eddventure hammered away at the corner. Punk knocking at the door. Hello, let me in. I saw the lights on.
Cars in the driveway. It's time to play. Uh-oh, yo, the side switch. And I like that. Using the shield to get the side switch and denying that button and applying some damage to the side switch. Fantastic here. And Punk, with the round start whip punch against the 2D, had already seen that button come through. That's a typical thing for Jackal players in the first place, right?
Yeah, you want to see the Halo glow for sure. Punk able to answer and immediately big combos in the corner. The hesitation, immediate punish on the throw. Good stuff from Eddventure.
5K anti-air right there. Look at the wall pin. Yo, the back dash, the throw. Uh-oh. Sends out 2 minions. Gets a minion slash, that's your ass. Eddventure answering back. Actually, I'm sorry, taking that game. I thought we took the first one, but
yeah, I like that from Eddventure for sure. Was able to hit Punk with a little bit of the knowledge check in the guessing game. Once you get that minion set in the corner, it can get real nasty. Eddventure able to take the first game over Punk. Like to see it.
Again, that comfortability up in the neutral and being able to set up shop and utilize these minions in a way where you really don't see people like using like minions, like minion kick, follow up with a combo, and then have the minion slash in the middle of that combo too as well. That takes a lot of work and a lot of setup to be able to let that happen. So you got to be wary of that. Yeah, kill the minion, success for some success.
Definitely going to be important to be able to get those minions off the screen when they can. With Viper, the punish from Eddventure. Wow, the ping pong.
This is bad. Into the Oki. And this is exactly what this character wants. Let's see. Dash up. Actually, go for the minion toss. Yeah, from the back door, you got to be careful. Dust. Careful the minion right there. Oh, he actually got the bandit bringer down to the ground. Again. Up in them guts.
Down as well. Eddventure trying to get out of the situation. Does have 100% tension. Punk was waiting for it. The 6S and the pounced on him immediately. Not enough for the kill. A little bit more for the thrill. The BRC jump back. Good tech from Punk.
Might be time to sign the wheel right here if you're Punk. Careful now. Oh, he avoid the minions. And this time the anti-air 6B here from Eddventure, denying that bandit bringer. Punk still got a lot more work to do, but he's through the minion. You can see the jump D as well for the follow-up.
The escape plan, you know, from Eddventure, forcing Punk to get every little drop of HP available. Now with 3 minions on the screen, Eddventure sending them all the way over, but here comes Punk putting that pressure down.
Here comes Andy with that big 15 bucks. I see you, baby. Let's go. DP has him caught up in the corner, jump H, keeping a deep fish up in here. FP for some space up in this place with Punk is still harassing. But here's, man.
There's a burst from Eddventure as well. Trying to get out of this corner. The back throw is the way to do it. Minion off the wall.
This won't hurt. This won't kill, but next sequence will. Wall break. Oki. Minion toss over the head. Actually keeps it in front this time. And man, the floor is lava.
Yeah, Eddventure staying away from the dangerous scenario. You saw it close out the round similarly before in that game, and just, you know, once those minions hit the ground and then JD starts rocking, it can be very dangerous to approach, because the moment you let go of, you know, blocking the minions, you think you can dash up, the minion clip you from behind, things like that. It can get really nasty with it.
Man, we talk about the strength of Punk in his like footsie game, but that's being denied as the minions are just ruling the neutral continuously. We're seeing minions out and about continuously, stopping Punk from coming through. He's been able to find some whip punches, but things like this also, the shield up, stuffing some of these normals. And it gets not like a lot of damage, but it's a continuous amount of mix and a continuous amount of pressure that's been put on by Eddventure is disciplining Punk for the way that he wants to play.
Yeah, not able to play the video game at all. Eddventure looking to try to close the door in this round. 2D for the trip. Sets up the minion again. JD the fadeaway, but the bandit bringing him back down to the ground.
Right now, chance of victory right here. One thing that Soul can do is definitely dish out the damage still. RC goes for the air throw down to the ground. You go. When it comes to defense, you have to do things like this for the super. But I think Punk might have faded away. RC for the play, gets a side switch. Yo, Eddventure with the setup shot would have committed to the 2K2D. He could have got that knockdown. Punk still in the game. Offensive burst. 6 B's to 6S, no success.
There's the RC, but again, 2K from Eddventure putting themselves on match point.
Look at the counter hit burst though from Eddventure. I like how Eddventure like eventually pulls up with the amount of bar necessary for like YRC. Or just the RC, which makes things safe and solid. You saw when he had the full stick butter previously. Punk trying to get in 6P situation, and then the item toss, the minion toss right over Punk. Careful the minion.
Backwards. Ooh, I like that. Punk able to capitalize on the PRC movement as Eddventure at the wall, but the instant air dash out. Punk with the life lead, but you got to be super careful. Do not let Eddventure get any momentum. Minions, 3 of them.
And yeah, going. I don't mind this. Yeah, the RC to keep things, you know, continuous. Trying to get in again with the close slash pressure. Trying to get that 6S, but low profile. Side switch. This is where Eddventure wins in the corner. See me in my office. 2D, that's about to be victory. Got the minions all set up. Punk's trying to get out of there, but that was just a bait. Only a little bit of a hit, not a counter hit. No follow-up. Eddventure. Minions are getting clipped, but Punk's not done yet.
Looking for the burst and put the tombstone down instead. Here lies Eddventure. Punk staying alive.
So here lies you. You're through. Punk still in the game. Now Eddventure turn up like volume right here, getting real aggressive with it. Last thing, a lot of these bandit revolvers to get outside the corner. I like that from Punk, trying to find an escape option. And he's so afraid, yeah, you don't even want to press a button. You see the shield up, you don't want to get parried to allow Eddventure to start the party, the dash in, 2K2D knockdowns and stuff like that. But caught from the corner, east to west, about to put Punk to rest. Dust.
Trying to find an escape route. Does able to find a way to air dash out. Nice, just 5P on the minion. No, I want to talk to your boss. I want to talk to your manager.
This is beyond you. This is beyond you. You can't help me, somebody will. Throw.
Eddventure still trying to find that way to escape. You see Punk trying to dash in, deny just the up back type of situation. YRC, my turn, please, Punk, defensively, but immediately Punk hammering away, gets the burst and through. Punk hanging on, putting himself on the board.
So one of the things we're seeing is that escape option outside the corner. That's where Jacko is at his most deadly. It's the corner carries whatever, you don't take that much damage. In neutral, you don't take that much damage. But then when you're caught up in the corner and she's just looping that pressure over and over again for the win, and you're caught up with all these minions and these nasty setups and stuff, it's just like, damn, what can I do? So he prevents that by doing the Bandit Revolver. And even if he's taking like 2K 2D, it doesn't really matter. Like that leads into another knockdown situation, but you'd rather have that than being caught up in the corner and having to call a corner. Punk still alive.
A little bit of life support, but here we go. Fafnir coming out. We're feeling a little bit different. I need all my plus frames. Large letters on the screen.
Toxic positivity, I see. Oof. You're dead. Almost.
On the support. Punk, the step back, and the finish. Perfection.
Wow. Someone put it right up in the chat. They said he's willing to match up on the fly. You kind of see it. And also the tendencies of Eddventure to go for 2D in some of these wall break situations. With that knockdown, Punk beating and managing that, sequence, or I'm sorry, I should say, whip punishing that button continuously.
So we'll see if Punk's able to close this one out and keep the set going. Nice pickup from Punk. Forced out the burst as well. Trying to close the distance again through the minions. The Bandit bring her all the way into the corner.
Even that health. Trying to get into 2D knockdown. Makes it really ambiguous. That was nasty. So focused on the minion. Allows him to get in. Eddventure trying to hang on. Punk get all this momentum. RC's in with the minion kick. That's the win. The football.
Football. Eddventure on set point once again. Volcanic Viper, the punish from Eddventure was ready for it. Got the minion involved in everything. It's a party.
You see the 6S trying to come through, but see Eddventure's backing up, doing the minion situation, getting nice and safe. And now when he has that lead, he goes in for the super with the wall splat and break. It might be over like that. No, he's still alive, but one touch. You're an FD for your damn dear life. You cannot make a single mistake. And there is that mistake. And Eddventure ain't gonna wait for that punish.
Exciting once more. Matches will not stop here at TNS Guilty Gear Strive Edition. iDom rocking the Testament.
Yeah. We saw him do work out at EFO. He actually took down Jiro. It was like rounds straight. Just 3-0 rounds straight. Not a single round from Jiro. Show you how much he's got used to this game.
Yeah. And I feel like Testament kind of makes sense. You think about the poison from Street Fighter, and Testament kind of a little bit, fills that role for as far as the distance and the spacing on the normals and things like that. But into this match, 5D off of the Stain game. Mr. Clean cannot help you here. You are going through that wall.
Now with a gruesome twosome coming through, that's Oki. That's about to be a bad situation. Wakes up with the safe. Super. Yeah. Oh, no. Actually hit. iDom wasn't blocking. He was like, that was my turn. 5K and play with the side switch. That's it once again. The gruesome twosome for the win.
Yo, you said iDom immediately off of the super hit and just immediately back into offense.
Yeah,
like, what's super? Yeah. I didn't even see that. I didn't see that.
iDom on face. He been hit with Luke and all the rest. He said, this is nothing. Guilty Gear ain't nothing. 6 speed, Stain game for the explosion. Oh, let's play the Stain game. So those Grave Diggers also real nasty. Like being able to outzone this character is kind of a good thing right here for Testament.
Yeah, you see Pedrito trying to enforce the will of Stun Edge, but iDom has been staying away from it as well, even challenging the charge Stun Edge. Other side, where you going? 6P, back into the corner you go. Bro knocking at the door, trying to say never more, but Pedrito answering back.
Just like that, gets the counter hit. Stain game once again with the Crow follow-up. Oh, man.
Oh.
A downward dog to do it.
Barking at
It says right here. The dog's right here, brother. The dog's right here, brother. iDom with the first W, and it doesn't feel like iDom, and this is no offense to iDom, I'm not saying like he battering like that, but he's just doing a very great job of just zoning play. It's nothing super fancy. It's 6Ps when need be. It's a lot of the zoning game and stuff like that, and keeping them out and about in good player reads to lead into victory. And I feel like that's the way that he's wanted to play with this game. When I talked about Guilty Gear, he's just like, I want to keep people out. I don't want them next to me at all. I want to make them fall by long distance relationship. He didn't say that part. I said that part, but still.
From downtown, but iDom getting into the business immediately. Close range type of situation. Pedrito already down to half life. Gordon Freeman has no power here. Pedrito with the flip kick over, get something started.
Getting dirty, pick up that can. BP lands. Pedrito getting that wall break will get the bar back for that tension. Fantastic to send him over the next dimension. So that flip kick, both of these 2Ks that we've seen iDom catch on the dash in situations. All RCs to keep solid and sets up the fat fireball. But Gravedigger seems like it's just depleting all these fireballs on the table.
Yeah, just immediately eliminating them. iDom, yeah, I was just going to say, with 100% tension, here comes the deadly duo at the wall. Definitely going to make him fall. Positive bonus. iDom feeling great. Going to get more tension on the table. Backstep. Pedrito does have burst. You might want to hold on to that one. Might not want to invest.
Oh, that's the press right there. The pressing, I should say, for the iDom. Had to watch out for that bar at the bottom. You know, when it comes to having an entry point, one of the best ways is the scum different play. Oh man, that would have been so great if the burst saves. Pedrito flip kick on over with the 2K2D knockdown. Again, DP situation. Big for Thrusto. Plus, off the 6K play. Oh, this is looking
Pedrito with the Harlem Globetrotters combo, and through the wall we go. Got to be careful here, like you said. The stun dipper, you already know what it is. Polishing up the boots so I can slide on through. You said your parents not home? I'm not going to finish that. But Pedrito certainly finishing off iDom in that game. Looking nice and clean with it. We're keeping it family friendly.
We're keeping it family friendly? So she's ain't going to be family friendly. But what right now is happening is iDom get pieced up in the neutral. Let me stop. I'm going to get a little, I'm going to be good. They told me to be good for a couple months, chat. I'm trying to be good. All right? I'm trying to be good. Anyway, back to the
They got you on the Diet Cola? On the Cola Limited?
No. Today, since y'all coming through on the Maturino, we're going to get nasty.
Yeah, they putting 2 hundo for the fundo, so we're going to give them what they want.
Pedrito with a 6K again. Plus for a situation continuously through these strings. I like that Pedrito every so often. Making it hard for iDom to read when he get that reversal button out. Now the dust after that. Yeah, he set up shop for the dust.
I like that. Force him to respect into the down back and then start hitting him with that top dust. You know the COD players know how to do it. Sliding in, trying to check with the 2P. iDom. Get some space to work. Great 6P.
Get away from me. Stay in game. Careful now. Downward dog for the explosion. Falls up the Gravedigger. Once again, zoning situation. Backs away, looking for that 2K play. Wasn't able to get it in the game. 6P explosion again. Woo! This time with the stay in game. And the gruesome twos get looser.
Sometimes you get a bite off more than you can chew, and Pedrito had double for the trouble, and then the Cerberus from the gates of hell.
He fell. Ooh, 2S round start. Pedrito with these fantastic round starts. We've seen run-ins. We've seen the 2S coming through. Back dash. Yo, good stuff here from iDom. And uses the post. Bro, he did back dash into a longer button. That was pretty risky on iDom.
Definitely came through, but the turnaround far slash is going to work for Pedrito. Charge, stun, edge, Oki, you already know what it do. Shock state applied as well. iDom in a whole lot of trouble. The JD, the bless you.
The Gesundheit. I know you tight if I hit you with this. That jump B. You see him changing up the positioning where he is at with the jump B every so often and not getting with the 6B. And again, doing something different with the aerial approach, that jump slash be able to come through. And now looking for the fireball off that low, bro. 5K starter and the jump in, jump cancelable. The dust this time.
Goodness. And look at him waiting for the burst. I dare you to burst. I want you to burst. Please.
Do it. I wish you would. Like a lumberjack, I wish you would.
Trying to work the neutral, but you know what? It's like gas in the tank. Anytime you see 50% meter down there and it's Kai on the other side of the screen, you already know.
Sliding on in immediately. But I mean, and that's also like the play. It's like you see that bar at the bottom, and that's such a good access point, especially in this matchup, it seems like, to skate step on some of these buttons and to also get preemptive, right? You have to, as iDom, you're worried about that. You see that bar at the bottom, your heart's pumping. You're like, please don't do it to me, please. Please, God. And even if you're looking out for that, it just allows like a dash in, throw, dash in, 5K, all that nasty stuff. Pedrito on game point.
They are going to force Pedrito into a big combo situation here. Taking off half. iDom trying to move expressly. Nice backstep 2P or 6P.
Fantastic button. Finds the follow-up, you see. Now into the 6H and the gruesome twosome. Good finish right here with the super. Yes, we'll find that extension. And the upward dog for a little bit off the tip. That's a perfect KO, bro. iDom back in the driver's seat, but this is, again, how he wants to play. Pedrito has to play around some of these buttons and the fireball, too, as well. Gets quick round start, and usually it's Pedrito that has these fantastic round starts. Not so often now.
Ooh. That close slash though, gonna let Pedrito work in this corner. iDom hemmed up at the moment. Pedrito backing off, thought maybe a teleport or something like that was coming through.
The ball for the 2H, unfortunately. Reverse gets a distance with it. iDom like the party.
Suck this again, applied. Oh, baited out the DP and the burst. iDom said, I'll take it all.
Ooh, just to make it fall? Right to the wall? Man's not dead. It's time to crawl, bro. Check that red, though.
Yeah. Nice 5H there from iDom. That was good stuff for sure. Caught him getting a little antsy off block. Thought it was their turn. Slipping it in, iDom. No, you don't. Not like that.
You gotta take over the dinner first. Let me stop. 2-2. That's what y'all wanted, right?
As they paid $200 for it.
Keep the money going and flowing, people. Let's get nasty. Come on.
This turned out to be a really good set, as we thought it would be, for sure. You start to see the adaptation on both sides, but this is it. Game 5 type of situations. iDom, Pedrito, Testament versus Kai, and iDom starting off aggressively. He said, I'm from NYC.
Expressive right here with his combos and things like that. We see him, if he can get that distance like this. Actually, now on him going in, my bad. I thought he would back up and go that zoning position. Listen, he's not glistening. Off the backboard. 6S. Ooh. Into the DP. Pedrito, see him add a little soft for that.
Yeah, you gotta add a little bit of extra on top of it. Let them know you're playing for real. But iDom has this corner position, staying applied. Pedrito with the red RC and just dash up close slash.
So I get that. Pedrito now the one on set point. You know, iDom gotta go back to the style that he was playing at previously. I feel like that zoning, but it's so hard because Pedrito, to go for it. Now you see, there's no part the problem. He's going for that risk because he's gonna find a reward with it.
On set point type of situation, you want to close out as soon as you can. Pedrito now has the bar to cancel if they need to. Great Reaper, nice blocks from Pedrito, but stuck in the corner at the moment. Nice 2K, forced out the burst.
Up Gravedigger at this distance, that should hit. Yeah, still up in the air right there. iDom let loose the gruesome twosome. Got to be able to find the finish off that low.
Ooh,
2K play. It's in the game, bro. Into the super. Was that necessary? You see him buffer that 5 times? iDom, chill. Final game, final round.
iDom, you ain't the only one with the sauce.
You lost.
All right, Pedrito still has a set point, but same thing on the other side for iDom. There's the flip kick. Stuck into the corner.
Off of the corner. Nothing bad. Nice reversal 2K2D knockdown. Again, Gravedigger gonna get some space up in this place. Use the teleport off the pro 6B. Corner carry again. That Gravedigger getting that position in. However, red RC. Oh, this is looking bad. Pedrito has a call for the corner flip kick. That'll be it.
Wow. Pedrito.
The pay these players. Exclamation mark. Matt Torino. Run that in the chat. You could dump a little bit of love from the sponsor quest and from your own pockets if need be.
Showing that love out here, but we're going to get to the next match. MFCR versus SneedChungus. The boy.
We gotta put a little love on MFCR. That's TNS. MFCR. You know you can't be losing your tournaments out here. MFCR, you gotta win. We're gonna be how you might lose that sponsor. No, I'm just kidding.
Said W's only.
W's only.
Right now, SneedChungus trying to take the W away from MFCR today. Got a little snack and everything. The Super's gonna go through the wall, positive bonus.
A little feint right there, goes to the low. There you go. You don't typically see a lot of Sin players. In fact, Kizzy having to run out his repertoire of characters with other ones, but Sneed coming through 5K starter. We're getting that corner carry, and some of this might be, hey, I don't know the matchup, but however, Buddy is cooking. Here's the back throw. Back turn.
MFCR, great back turn B there from MFCR, and here we go. Party time. Leo with bar. Trying to take him to go far.
In the corner. For an opening, would love to have that 2D knockdown. In red RC. Side switch off the dash kick. This is nasty. One thing this thing can do is dump out the damage, but the super in between the string. Red RC looking for that burst. Oh, you ain't gonna give me that? I'll quench my thirst.
I'll take blood instead. MFCR evening things up in this first game. Throw into the corner. What's it going to be? The overhead and the burst. I want it all.
Right through the wall, gonna fall. I like the super because we're gonna get that Oki. Can you do your run through or jump S? Actually, it's with a close slash. Finds a shimmy. MFCR read the chat just like that, gets a perfect. He said, all right, I got you. I understand. I understand.
See, I wasn't familiar with your game. All right.
All right, MFCR, I see you.
Good stuff from MFCR. Able to, just control the pace there, and I mean, once Leo gets going, that's a bulldozer, right? Like, the thing, he's coming through no matter what. So, going to be up to Sneed to really make that adaptation, see if he can stop some of the berserker slashes and things like that, and try to slow the momentum. But it's a hard guessing game.
Yeah, it is. Right there, I think you can DP through some of these strings right there. You have to be careful when you can. Yeah, being able to have that stamina to be able to cancel is such an important game plan of seeing you have to back up, let that stamina rock. But MFCR could go in those moments. I mean, this is a big meter heavy character. 2D, brother. We see that continuously on wake ups. To delete the throws, it is such a big bet, but the reward is definitely there. MFCR swinging.
SneedChungus does have 100% meter, but here comes the RC going all the way over to the corner and the wall. No, almost had the wall spot and gets it with the, wow, the last bounce. MFCR.
This dude, MFCR, coming back from the brink of a lot of, bad moments, it feels like. See, doesn't have him caught in the corner. Careful now, that's punishable. See right there, the counter hit. Okay, starter side switch. The throw.
That was dirty. Side switch cancel, but the wake up DP, yeah, into the super.
Gotta get that Oki. You sit with bar. Either side of bar, like when it comes to tension or stamina, it's fantastic. RC's the bait, the burst. This is the worst. You be hit with that super right after. OTG. This was real, Lord.
MFCR playing no games with the boy.
You're too young for this, son. You're too young for this,
too
son.
Too young.
Gotta go back to school. MFCR is
what's a cub to a king?
Ooh. Hold up now.
Wait a minute. Wait.
MFCR, put that in your bio, baby. Put that in your bio. All right. MFCR is a real MFer right here. The way he is cooking up this sin. It's almost the end. Chungus, I mean, you just see moments where we saw, the beat driver come out and there was something behind it. And MFCR was so ready and steady because there was no cancel. Raw DP, MFCR is in his bag.
I like that 2
DP again.
SneedChungus, but now MFCR is getting a little loose with it. Letting the flash kick grip. 5P. Keep that aggressive style, but big counter hit for SneedChungus, fishing for another hit, but the dash up 2K in play.
RC, the BRC, trying to find that mix with the jump. He wasn't able to get his side switch burst, some distance. Need some more tension. Careful now that. Oh my God, that is so punishable. We're still able to get a counter hit. And goes well.
I like that.
Into the super. Break that wall.
Not enough, but SneedChungus will have that bonus. Oh my, the heavy version too, to let him know. Did have meter to cancel if it was blocked, so MFCR going with a reliable option there to be into the media wire seed from SneedChungus. I need my turn, sir. I need a round.
I'll take it down. I feel like we need to see a lot more from SneedChungus, but he's getting a little bit better about, never mind. Dash up DP is more than fine. MFCR, every time I see like a dash up DP or round start DPs or more DPs than continuously you'd see from a Leo, MFCR is in their bag. They're feeling comfortable. Red RC, a little bit of weight right there, and we're still going for that damage, looking for that burst, but not going to get it just yet. There it is finally.
Yeah, I had to burst immediately, but right back at you. Kirby's air ride off the wall for it all. No. SneedChungus a dab away. Last chance for the dance.
Corner carry, yep. The command dash in the middle of that. It's possible. It's doable. Jump D. DP's the DP. You can't let that go for free. MFCR on set point. He knew the gaps.
I got the card and everything. The rewards points. I'm ready to go.
We get about 10% off.
A value customer and the MFCR trying to check out at the register. The flash kick punish into the turbulence has burst and everything. SneedChungus will need to play this extremely carefully.
Perfect now. Trying to get that gold burst. That was the worst. Wasn't able to do it. But the DP will still come through first. That was a hero one, but God willing, MFCR is a villain. Does follow up. Look at the wall pin. Gets a counter close slash.
Wait a minute
DP
now.
driver, you let him slip. You let him live. He's got bar at the bottom. He's got bar at the bottom. Run.
Wait a minute. SneedChungus might be reaching that elevation level. Has 50% tension as well. Blocked on the DP. Big punish here. SneedChungus can cancel this out for game and does. Yo, he said, don't you play with me.
Don't you play with me. You play with your food, it's going to bite back. Just like that. SneedChungus back in the game. There was like a few moments where we could have seen whiff punishes, 2K come through, or even 2D might have even reached. You could go for those options because it's just one hit to do it. And those DPs with no bar at the bottom, like crazy. However, you got to give credit to Sneed and their great defense, being able to get the run through the run through that we see in the heavy edition, stopping that from happening continuously. That's good stuff from Sneed.
Yeah, Sneed definitely heads up gameplay from them, able to just stay in the game. And here we go, starting it back off for game 4. SneedChungus playing with house money in a little bit of situations. MFCR going for the corner pressure, the burst back. SneedChungus with the room, but MFCR right back at you.
Sending range right here on these buttons. Find the ground pound, make the bedrock, gets a wall break, 2K2D. Unfortunately, no bar to keep it safe and solid, so we're going right for the super. Actually, go for the one for the corner carry, and I like that option. Get the wall breaker to get the bar back again with tension and with a full amount of stamina. This is a dangerous character. This doesn't always happen all the time, though, but SneedChungus is more than fine.
Oh, the perfect point on the super as well. MFCR back on the ground, but the wake up 2D is what it's going to be.
Easily. OTG. MFCR. Man, that 2D is dangerous.
Gotta be super careful with it. MFCR looking to close the door on this set. SneedChungus is already in the corner.
FD gets some space up in this place. Then we get the counter hit. Yeah, we're using the command dash in the middle to get some extension and go for those throws for the mix-up. This time for the overhead. First.
Burst heavy counter, but not close enough to do anything with this. SneedChungus trying to work that pressure. 2K punished into the 2D, get a little bit of snack. I need some calories.
Well, I'm gonna be real. I don't know if that actually happens. There's too much random factor, but maybe Steve knows something we don't. RC for the follow-up dash, cancel for the corner carry. Wasn't able to get the follow-up, but does have him call for the corner. Red RC,
nice block.
Keeping safe and solid.
Sneed with the back up into the big driver, the follow-up, nothing doing. MFCR heavy fireball, but SneedChungus planting their flag, saying this ground belongs to me.
Manifest destiny. SneedChungus. This is mine. What's yours is mine. Oh, the delayed DP. MFCR gonna get the side switch. Yes, sir. Out of there. 5P counter hit. And now we see the tech though. MFCR getting a little bit better about dealing with the throw, strike throw options that are coming. But didn't have any bar to stay solid. Has to use the burst.
Trying to stay away from the worst 2K2D punish. And there's the heavy flash kick again, but SneedChungus with 100% tension on the board. A flash kick through the gaps. MFCR starting to believe again.
I can't believe he was able to backdash. One of the worst backdashes in the business. SneedChungus just needs one more hit. It's gonna be a dive kick, no go, DP, side switch, no. Actually, will be a side switch, and again, switching position is, MFCR, 5K, over the DP. SneedChungus messing on the DP.
Sneed, get up for me.
Yo, MFCR, you know what it is, right? You lose this. You know what it is, right?
Yeah, it's like that.
I have to say it. It's like that, MFCR. It's like that. You know what it is. You a sponsored player. You up at Tampa Never Sleeps. You know what it is, my boy. All right? That's why you don't see me in no brackets. I'm keeping mine.
Trying to keep the TNS next to the name.
I'm keeping mine.
Listen, MFCR, I mean, essentially was a tap away from closing the door, but now SneedChungus is feeling different about it. Dash up DP, saying you ain't the only one.
I get it done. Knockdown again. This time goes for the throw. I like that switch up. Instead of going for the button or the overhead, goes for the throw. MFCR doing something different in terms of these back turn situations, and I like that. Ground pound, slash, guard break. That's quite a bit of damage. MFCR.
MFCR is done playing. He must have heard you loud and clear. Sir, yes, sir. Backing off. Clash with the flash kick, the 6P. I like that from MFCR. That covered just about every option possible. Good stuff.
Everything. Now he's on set point. MFCR looking to end this right now. Counter hit, caught in the corner with a throw. Empty fastball, but here's a throw back in the corner. You go. No overhead. I mean, DP, and now SneedChungus getting the counter hit. Dash up throw too as well. This is looking real good. Reset with the 2K. Oh, yeah. See, the problem is as soon as he gets that DP, he gets the side switch out of the corner.
Here we go. SneedChungus fighting for their life. PRC forward. Good tap P or for MFCR into the super. Gonna have plenty of meter on deck. SneedChungus with burst, but how good is it gonna be? Not enough. The tap dust to do it. MFCR through the grueling 5-game set. CPU on the doctor.
You know, this is one of those matchups where I feel like people have, I mean, most people have like been like, yo, Bridgette's top tier, Bridgette's so strong. This is one of those matchups where I feel like that Bridgette doesn't do that well. And you see right there, that's part of the reason why. He can cross so many of her buttons, the party starters and the 5H and stuff like that, that disallows a lot of what she wants to do as well. And I feel like there's ranges where, yeah, you can get 2H right there, get the knockdown, get the items going forward, which is what Faust wants to do for his win condition.
Yeah, Faust doesn't have a lot of those unique options, like you said, but of course, Hotashi going to be running the strike throw game here in the corner. There's the burst from CPU. Going to calculate a way out of the scenario. Hotashi, more pressure. Caught him looking with the command grab and the cancel.
We'll find the throw though. Caught in the corner is CPU Hotashi. Working with this character. You know, I think Nago don't do too well against Bridgette, so that might be why. Well, what am I saying? Hotashi is the Bridgette. You know, I don't know why he's going with this character in this matchup, but maybe he's supposed to test it out and get it prepared for when he has to deal with other characters.
Yeah, I mean,
you've seen comfortable against Nago.
You've seen him switch into Bridgette a few times, especially if you were looking at Frosty Fausting and even Roundhouse. So might just be warming the character up, see what it can do. However, CPU has all the threads running this time. Engines are started. We are overclocked.
See your health, your damage, we'll get it all. But CPU though, again, you know, see y'all talking about how you want to premiere, how they want to premiere boss players. They absolutely are. Been fantastic. We've seen them out at the little offline teams. Nice, be able to burst, avoid so much of that sequence right there. They are definitely clocked in. 9-5 plus overtime. It stops the roll through these long range buttons, stopping a lot of these rolls from happening. There's the air right there. Fantastic trade for CPU. They got more health to play with.
Mix to the corner. Looking for the pressure. Got him with the command grab. CPU does have RC in there quickly with the JD. That's all it's going to be. I like it from CPU going up 1-0 over Hotashi's Bridgette.
Shout out to Spooky coming through. I see you with the big raid, brother.
Yo,
appreciate
what up,
you.
Spook?
Hopefully you had a good stream. I saw you looking at the Evo Tings and enjoying that with your chat. Hopefully you have a good one. Welcome everybody to Spooky Stream. If you haven't, hit ! Match Arena, run that in the chat just like that. Again, you have a way to pay the players. You've already done all the codes, but there's sponsor quests still left to be done. If you have a little cash from your pocket, send it their way. Pay these players for this fantastic action they're putting on. Hotashi still sticking with the Bridgette.
Well, locked into the yo-yo game. I definitely respect it. I mean, if you want to get the character level up, right, you're going to enter brackets where you know the play is going to be high level and run it. So Hotashi, yeah, sticking with the Bridgette. CPU currently up in the corner. There's the bomb bag, stuck still. Has to respect the yo-yo sitting right on top of him. Yeah, because the roll into anything can be deadly. Roger coming through.
Yeah, that's where the mix-up game happens. Once the orb is out and about, you got to worry about these high lows and things like that. And now CPU has so much damage. Anti right there, but that's one of the better things about this character. Can definitely anti at some ranges that other characters cannot against Bridgette. Try to 5K, gets hit with a counter hit.
Oh,
off the low
yeah.
pro. 2K 2D.
Stuff up the New Balances.
New Balances? That's crazy.
Speaking of which, 5K in play, big conversion here for CPU. Children on the corner, other side. That was disgusting.
Hold on now, 6P. Name of the game, try to get that jump. He gets a close slash. Overhead, no 5K follow-up. Hotashi finding a way out of the corner. Yep, skate or die. Get some distance with it and finds the follow-up again. Close slash, YRC. Takes back the turn to get the knockdown to 2D. Only got the potassium, but still only needs one more hit, to be honest, and that'll be it. There it is off the Tim the Toolman.
Definitely take that trade every day of the week for CPU, and they are looking to go up 2-0. But Hotashi's still in it, setting down the yo-yo. Other side, pushing to the corner. The low connects, and let's reset.
orb situation. And this, I mean, having the orb out and about just lets you build so much pressure and build that tension. This will definitely help too as well with the wall break. And when she gets tension, that mix-up game that she has is way more deadly, way more damaging, and lets her loop in that pressure over and over again. Gets to roll over the button. Bro, this is looking nasty into the super.
Roger throwing hands out here. CPU does have burst available, but I mean, it's got to be a golden edition if it's going to be worthwhile. You don't have that much HP to invest.
Let me put the rest. Careful now. CPU can't get hit, touch, or tap. Just like that. The 2K in play. Hotashi back from the brink, and it's all about getting that orb situation for the feet. Getting a knockdown is what you want as Bridgette, so you can throw out the orb and start your pressure in your approach, especially up in the corner. But that doesn't happen too often in the neutral overall with Faust. He's able to 6P, he's got these long-range buttons. But now we see Hotashi get mid-range with it, and CPU not always reacting to everything, which is bound to happen in fighting. You can't react to everything.
Yeah, I mean, eventually you're gonna get hit, right? Like that's the way it goes. But you see, really Hotashi trying to layer in those options, and that's what's allowing him to go for the highs and lows in the mixes on various situations against CPU, who's a really good defensive player.
Yeah. I think I see people talking about like Bridgette up in the chat. Like it's hard. You have to prepare for this character that wasn't really that big of a problem, wasn't so common. So now you really have to spend a lot of mental stack to deal with this character. That's something that why CPU and the others, especially after the Frosty and that, have to think about like, dang, this character is a threat. It's a problem.
Ooh, jump back J, right? So and allow CPU to keep Hotashi in the corner, but the DP trades in Hotashi's favor, but still in the corner again. The scalpel applied. A little bit of a doctor.
The Johnson & Johnson, that one shot to do it, the jump D. CPU getting way more aggressive, way more preemptive 6Ps and anti-airs and things like that, which I like to see. So you see the orb toss, you see some sort of option or some sort of button come out. There's a 5K in play right there, based on the DP again.
Oh.
Bad situation.
The fan class went into Hotashi's favor. However, HP is definitely on CPU's side. The long range game going to pull him in. No, the burst to save me. Children in the corner on the other side. Hotashi able to escape.
It's a dive kick. That's it. CPU now on game point. Now, do we see the switch from Hotashi, or does he ride or die with this character, man? I don't know.
I think it might. Maybe you just stick with the Bridgette. Like like if this is you trying to get the experience in. Might stick with the Bridgette. However, there is $243 down there, so that might change your mind. Might make some executive decisions. So
Rick coming in a few days.
Yeah, it's close. It's close to the first, So you got to do what you got to do. But looks like stick with the Bridgette and see how it plays.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how this works out. I feel like you're gonna have to like if you're Hotashi, maybe the players, and something I had watched from Diapon's content, is there might have to be more of the dashing and blocking coming through. I feel like there's a lot of the long range game, a lot of these buttons, but when it comes to getting closer, dash blocking might be the way to play. There's the 5K, already getting the counter hit knockdown. No knockdown right here. We'll get it right here finally. It's Hotashi and the Orbsin pullback situation. Orbsin again for the low. Not blocking those toes. CPU. Not blocking those toes.
Shoes are getting scuffed up straight out of the store. Didn't even get a chance to wear them out into anything nice, but here we go. Soul Glow, Afro, CPU. Tried to apply the JD, but the backstep from Hotashi evaded it. Wow. Heads up stuff.
Okay, Hotashi, I see you. Going back from the brink, I got a little more aggressive. Now you see him trying to fake out some of these anti-airs. Even though some of them are not as committed. Just runs it raw. Hotashi getting aggressive.
We're committing. I'm trying to put a ring on them things.
Ooh. Saying I do.
But it's I don't right now. Stuck in the corner. Hotashi trying to get out of this scenario. Into the command grab. Here we go.
Goes in for the throw. Eats him up. Has a call from the corner. Got to worry about post slash. Get reset. This time goes in for another throw. I thought it was going to be jump D. Would have caught me, but Red RC means victory. CPU on set point.
CPU saying I can get nice and close and personal with it too.
See what happens here. Again, the crawl, then we see a dash immediately. CPU trying to read the rhythm of the button so he can figure out when he can dash up. We'll get the pull in and the punt out. Setting down the tons of fun. Gets an anti-air right there. You can't jump to the sky. No surprise, I got that big button waiting for you.
Wake up burst from Hotashi there. Gets out of the command grab situation, but fighting out of the corner. Doesn't have a lot of HP either. And the dive in, the mix. The full follow-up bomb bag just to make sure you didn't forget your lunch going out the door. CPU has it all in store. And that's going to be it. 3-1 CPU. Dany later, but
Okay.
Remi Celeste, definitely one of the axles out there. You cannot be sleep.
I haven't seen Eno in a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Not
If
in
Don
a
ain't on the
second.
sticks, if Don ain't on the sticks, I haven't seen it in a minute.
Shut it. Hopefully they do well. Let's see how Remi does though. Second place at CEO. I believe that was their first offline major for Good Stride. Very, very good result.
Speaking of results, Remi Celeste trying to get some results in this round. Force out the burst from Tensorial. Oh, 6 speed there. Chase down through the skies. Remi Celeste on the defense, able to escape with the JS, but the stroke, the biggest of trees.
At the tip to do it. Explosion, rinsing, trying to make it the end. Comes through with the red RC, trying to find an opening. Will do so 6H. Yo, I can't believe it's not mixed and gets the last hit off that toxicity. Tenso, first W.
That was some disgusting stuff. Tenso saying, yo, you may not have seen Eno in a while, but let me remind you. Let me help you get reacquainted.
That single player game. That player one only game. This character can definitely do it.
Gets the knockdown. This is exactly where the party started. Goes with reverse. JS connects. Chemical Love at the wall. Double for your troubles.
Looking good for Tenso right here. Yo, jump K. I've not seen someone float in with a confidence jump K and play into the super to seal it.
That's wild.
Nasty.
That's wild. Tensorial.
What? What?
Not a JS? No.
K? The K? What?
Incredible.
But y'all were saying this is free. What happened? Well, y'all were saying this was easy. What? Did we get a different script?
Yeah, they didn't get the update to the script for sure. Tensorial certainly didn't. They were like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I ripped
This
that
is
up.
fine.
You always weaving, honestly, I feel like when this character gets in, it's hard for Axel to get their win because obviously Axel is lacking when it comes to defense, You have to look for, reversal 5K, 2D knockdowns and things like that to get the things back in your possession in terms of the neutral and stuff like that. Get that, positioning. And for the likes of, honestly, it's just mix upon mix.
Yeah, that's what it is. Just reset the mix over and over. PRC, get the knockdown, and then we can clown. Chasing down the backdash. Remi Celeste being escorted over to the corner.
Knockdown again with the note of Beethoven. Get some distance with the burst, but still, Remi in a close slash, a fade away.
Ooh, okay, Remi starting to go to work again. Close slash again, pull him in and let him go. The Axel Bomber and the finish. Didn't even need the last one. I like this from Remi Celeste.
A lot more active in terms of, with their positioning. Previously we saw them try to get, long distance with it, but now we see them get close slashes and stuff like that, being willing to play up close, but you still have to be picture perfect because all it takes is one knockdown to be the end of the round, damn near. Look at that, all that red off of a few exchanges. Tenso going in. They're finally an anti-air here from Remi. We haven't seen a counter hit like that in a long bit.
Yeah, Remi definitely letting it rock, but Tensorial still has a life lead. Put Remi into the corner, even on block. Gonna get a little bit of a mix. Remi trying to find a way out, but gets it with the booty bump.
And with red RC, in for the mix. And that's the thing about, it's not about like this deep layers of mix. It's just high, low, which way you should go. Might go for the throw too as well. You don't need a layer on. That's the thing about a lot of players is you don't need that high, beyond the high, low mix with it, right? You just need the simple stuff to sauce them up.
And that's the thing as well, with the dash just into her kid as she moves forward, going into the air, it kind of nullifies things like 2H and gives Remi Celeste a much harder time at trying to time out those anti-airs. However, Remi working really well and caught him with the clothesline for the finish, tying things up one game apiece. I love that adjustment from Remi Celeste. That was really clean to say, okay, this is an Eno. I'm not going to be able to do the things that I like to do defensively on the ground. That's cool. Right. I'm going to get a little bit aggressive, like you said, and then close the distance a lot more, do things like close slash, and start to run my pressure.
And you talked about how, we see the change up. That's one of the buffs that have happened with the character to help guide her aerial approach. We saw that Remi say, okay, you're starting to switch up where you're positioning yourself. I'm just going to wait for you to land, hit you with that 2K, 2D, and it's looking a little bit more free. So Remi now with the anti-airs is making it a lot harder for Eno to come through, but you have to be picture perfect with these anti-airs. All it takes is for her to float over like a 2H, and it's your whole goddamn life, bro.
Yeah, it's definitely a a situation where Remi has to be on point every time. Otherwise, the punish can just be massive. And then you get, like you said, you don't even get a chance to play anymore. Round start, big stuff from Tensorial. Black beat combo, but we definitely take those.
Also low to get 2D knockdown in for the Beethoven situation. Again, the mix with it. Dust did not use the bar just yet. See a BRC or just face underneath the 5P.
Intention for and building for Tensorial. Gonna have 100 soon. It does. Red RC immediately can't burst out of that situation. A double just to take you all the way to the wall and fall. I love the usage of that resource from Tensorial, making sure that that was a completely burst safe finish.
That's where the resource came through. And again, the jump key situation, or the float K, I should say, trying to find a fadeaway burst here. I love that Tenso's been utilizing that button at these awkward angles where Axel doesn't seem to be able to have a great answer besides a predictive 6P. But now we see at the tip with it a lot of edge in here from Tenso.
Come back from Remi Celeste, able to fight Tensorial off, put him back into that long range game. But we right back in there again. Empty hop into the throw, laying down some sheet music, see if Remi Celeste can read, and does with the JS.
I told Remi that they gotta do more of the Winter Mantis. And it's looking like summer sunshine right here as Tenso stays fine. Yo, Remi, more Winter Mantis. Do you remember? More Winter, it probably wouldn't be that good in this matchup. I don't think it's, they're floating too much, you probably whiff, so don't do that. But still, yo, Tenso been taking the skies continuously. It's hard to get the knockdown situations. 2S has not been reaching, 5P's not been reaching. Tenso's been navigating that well, and with the jump K in play, it's been at these awkward angles to not always, they're hard to clip for whatever reason. Jump K has been a very committal button that we've seen Tenso go for. It's been working out. Maybe not committal, I should say, non-committal button.
Okay, so starting off this game 4 situation really well. Counter hit still goes in their favor. Nice defensive play from Remi Celeste, but hasn't really been able to set up any offense. And here we go, finally, with the Axel Bomber forcing Tensorial to make some quick decisions. The immediate jump in. Remi said, don't worry, I'll come to you.
I'll come to you to make it through. And back in business as soon as I say that, the 2K2D knockdown. Again, the Beethoven situation, FD, face up with his place. That allowed Remi to get that far slash right there. And we'll find the fadeaway. Still in the game, the close slash. Again, this is where Remi's starting to shine a lot more in this matchup, is when they get up close and personal, able to fight in that like range 1.
Yeah, definitely want to be able to force Tensorial into a situation where they're on the defensive in that close range space. And a nice finish jump back from Remi, able to tie things up quickly into game 5. That was a fast game 4.
That was 80% run right there to get it done. I see you, Remi, back in business. And again, I feel like Remi is doing better when they get aggressive. And as someone points out in the chat, y'all are talking about how it's swinging, and it definitely seems like it is. Like whoever gets that knockdown, or you know, if Axel gets that lead, it's hard for Eno to come back. They gotta make some big bets. Same with Eno, she gets a knockdown, damn near the end of the round. So it's whoever gets those first few interactions, it feels like, that W. We even saw like the first game previously. Yo, Remi got that. It felt like Tizzle was like, all right, next game. Just
next game. Let's boot it up. Let's boot it up. Let's keep it going.
Let's keep it going.
All right, Jake. Sniper button coming out the JS, but the float over from Tensorial. Remi's on the back foot. Nice evasion on the dodge, but the golden burst, the paycheck. He said, no, your money's no good here.
Monopoly money? It's not real. Off the load once again. Bad situation. Bro, these Beethoven are doing too much damage. The wall break. And this is terrible. It's Oki. Easy finish. Tensorial. Set point.
Close the door on winner side for Remi Celeste, but still got to earn it to do it. Stroke the big tree. Going to follow up with the 6H. Into the corner we go. Sheet music again.
For the win again. We saw this move before. We saw change the channel. Yo, Remi, the spread eagle. Soft dog millionaire. Off the low again. Tensorial for the super and the win. Get nasty with it. That was being with a perfect KO. Tensorial.
On the screen, but Dany rocking Kyle. Oh, Dany runs the gene fit? No, that's a different type of Kai. That's a different one. You know what I'm talking about.
Demonic energy right there. Oh, the barrel. So let me stop. Give me those still my month. Cheryo. Let me stop. ShockZ. Gotta make something happen from it. And Cheryo's denying that. Jump D, good trade, and sets up the sentry.
Cheryo trying to close the distance there, blocking up the stun edges, but still has that shock state on him. Dany with a little bit of pressure. Does have meter. You already know you got to be careful. Got to watch your spacing. Cheryo with the run under. Nice 6 feet. Say, I don't believe in aliens. No siree.
Jiji knockdown. Yeah. You see that burst fake with that fireball. Said, wait. Oh, dragon install.
I told you.
Fall to the wall, brother.
It's a different
no way
kind.
You win this.
It's a different kind.
It's a different kind? No way, you don't win this, though. If you dragon install, you don't win. Never mind, you're fine. Dany, with the dragon install, you're not supposed to win. Read the script. If you dragon install, you don't win. It's dragon install to lose. It's the only true combo in this game.
This is an avant-garde type of performance. I don't need no script.
You need no script to do it? Okay, I'll see you. Yo, chat, I'll come to Shadow World if y'all got that good barbecue. We already say y'all got good barbecue, so I might have to come through.
Oh, they counter hit, got the burst and everything. Cheryo answering back big time. Tying things up in the rounds.
All right, equalizing things. See who stays the most solid here. Lots of jump B, nothing after, no 6P. Yeah, I think they tried to go for that option, got clipped with it, now called to the corner. It's so difficult if you just are wrong on just clipping that jump B. You don't really get that big of an exchange. So now we see the zoning game. Fireballs, long distance relationship. Got clipped, top in the corner.
Security drone as well. Cheryo working the guard here, got the guard crush. RC to keep that pressure going. /Dany surviving the storm for now.
There's the 6P. But again, all you're getting really is like shock state, which is still good though. You find those successions right after. Keeps it meaty with the fireball, no vegan. Jump deep, dust, red RC.
Uh-oh.
Dany's activated.
Yeah, he's looking for the W in game 1 for sure. Trying to get things off on the right foot, but Cheryo does have 50% tension. Another tap dust combo. Caught him nice and looking, and now Dany going up 1-0.
Y'all talking about cooking up in here right now. Dany is the chef. I want every time you see a vapor thrust, y'all should be saying, or even just a dust. Yes, chef, up in the chat for Dany like that. But Cheryo's not done yet. We see some great things to the jump D and stuff like that. However, I gotta say the fireball play has been fantastic in here, controlling this big character right here, keeping them out. And even though shock state isn't always, taken advantage of, which is damn near impossible, right? We see it continuously keep this character, pushing him out so you get that far slash situation. Doesn't seem like there's much you can do on far slash, after dust right there, no interruption. At least yet for the side of Cheryo.
Oh, JD, and you see a lot of that from GoldLewis to just try to close the distance to get the block thing going. Dany previously had been 6P'ing it pretty well, but Cheryo able to get a couple of them in there. There's the fireball game, like you said, immediate 6P interruption, big counter hit and damage on the board.
Corner, side clear right there. Yeah, try to whip punch, but now we see the RC up BT to get the knockdown and the back throw. Cheryo, time to party. Hold this throw, bro.
I like that.
Cool, but the first of all, time to stay fine. They almost got clipped by the sentry. Still, gotta be careful.
EKTV finish for Cheryo. Like what I'm seeing from Cheryo. Keeping that aggression going. Finding a way in.
Fireball. Just a fit situation right here now. That punish and the flip kick right after. Off in the corner, keeps it knee with the fireball too as well. Ends the string with the fireball, I should say. And again, once that shock state as much as possible to be able to get this extension on the combos, get the damage to the plus range. But yo, the sentry cut through the fireball.
Man, yo, this is security level 5. I got all access. I'm in there.
Second stack, no, let him go. He has all access. It's a black man. Brother, what an anti-air.
Big anti-air into the body burial spin through the skies. Gonna put down the security drone again. Dany trying to find a way through. Push back into the corner. DRC, nice blocks from Cheryo. Not pressing the button. Didn't want to get caught up. Oh,
Baits out the burst. These BTs are the worst. Brother, BT after BT, you see Cheryo evening things out. And honestly, just being more dominant on the ground despite what goes down. We see the 6Ps dash up from the side of Dany, right? And that's been doing good. But like, all it takes is like a few swings of the BT to stabilize things, right? To keep things right back in Cheryo's favor.
Woo. Yeah, I like this from Cheryo. Not getting deterred, keeping that tenacity up. And I mean, playing GoldLewis, you have to, right? Like, you cannot just kind of sit back on your laurels and try to wait out the opponent. You got to try to apply your aggression as you can. Here we go, Cheryo jumping in. JD counter hit on the recovery for stun edge.
Throw you go. And again, the sentry situation. Every time there's like any sort of knockdown we see from Cheryo, he's going for these sentries, and I like that because look at how much it rules the neutral. Oh my God, perfect.
Perfect. Cheryo starting off really strong in game 3, but there's the 6P on the JD finally coming back into play. Dany catching the backstep, Cheryo with the burst for a little bit more room to operate.
Their fireball Sentry was able to go full screen. Really delete that neutral off the cable for a little bit. Needs to get that full amount of security up. Jump B, K2D. BT gets the knockdown again. BT for that corner send.
Security drone, that full charge. Dany hemmed up in the corner. Didn't even have meter. We're just doing it.
Oh! Nah, Dany on the teams right now. Gets the DP. RC's and tries to find the fadeaway, but Cheryo with the 2P starter. This is looking deadly. He get the wall pin. Meaty fireball and make it fall. Dany.
Looked down and saw the Tim zone and was like, oh, you're right.
Yeah, you're right. Let me do something different with it.
This is a pivotal game 3 right now. Dany certainly wants to steal the momentum back. Cheryo had it for sure, but slowly slipping away. Cheryo blocking up the close slashes, but that's lots of plus frame. 6P, go right back. Be gone, Fiend.
Away with ye. I like that. Didn't go to the 2D right there. Immediately try to go for the dash and throw. Cheryo with the defense.
Okay.
BT here, the vapor thrust. Corner carry. Big meaty fireball. No vegan again. The tech does not let the throw connect. Cheryo caught in the corner. Be careful that bar at the bottom, buddy. Can use that for a super to the middle of your screen. You cannot get clipped with the fireballs. Again, Dany get nasty with it. Here's a super to an act, but just like that, you see the interruption. We'd be safe. The burst, the side switch.
Not like this. The gold burst. Dany says it's payday. And I'm here to play. PRC4 didn't even need it. I'm gonna finish with the air stun edge. Dany. I love that from Dany. Was waiting for the laser to come down. Immediately stun dipper in. Almost had it, but was able to clutch out in the end. Did not give up to the corner situation.
It's weird that you get to see like counterplay for that. Most people panic. But didn't Backpack do something on Twitter was like, yeah, just simply get hit by it or run towards us or whatever. Like it was up nasty. Like I like seeing actual counterplay because I've seen a lot of people panic when that happens. I panic too, don't worry about it. But
oh yeah,
now
sure.
We're in the game point position. We'll see who's going to be glistening right here because it's getting closer and closer to that top spot. Dany doing fantastic. Chefing him up.
Yeah, Dany trying to finish the whole course. 3-course meal. Dany trying to finish number 3. Let's see what's going to be. Cheryo with the burst, pulling out the gat.
DP after that, of course. There's the DP from Dany. This one works out and gets the side switch. It's good. Wall pin, wall break, tension right back. And Dany could go back to that zoning game. I don't think neutral play is that bad. You can go back to neutral, absolutely fine for like Sakai.
Especially when you have a life really like that. I mean, you really want to just kind of wait GoldLewis out, make them make mistakes, and force them to come to you. Unless you got the finish, and you might be able to go through Dany, looking to close the door on Cheryo's winner side run, top 48.
Oh my bad, Cheryo.
Cheryo. We were hitting him with the chip.
Cheryo. It's looking a bit peak, bruv. Oh, gold burst. Cheryo.
At the summit.
A lot of bar to work with. What's on the menu? Show me what you're cooking with. Is it super?
Yeah.
Woo. That's a lot of red. You almost dead. Careful now. But Dany see red too.
Spent the whole bar to keep it safe, but the check from Cheryo.
I like the idea. Try to find like that. You should jump to catch a button, but the 2P was just too strong. You see, Dany still on set point, but Cheryo trying to make this all even out, game to game. Gets it confirmed the knockdown off the BT. DP though from Dany through the string. Jump D gets the fat fireball, calls out the burst. Put the burst in the bag.
Put everything in the bag. I'm trying to steal everything. YRC, my turn, please, from Dany, but Cheryo with the 100% tension, the BT from the skies. Oh my goodness, going into game 5.
Brother, check the aerial space and put him in a square space. Dany getting clipped with that predictive anti-air right there. That was godlike. I mean, like BT, that's a risk because far slash will clip you. We've seen that from Kyle. Stand inside that distance where far slash will clip and get that hit. And even if it's on block, it's whatever. You back up to a fireball, you're A-okay to play. But like that's kind of the play. It's like you whiff a BT, that's dangerous because far slash, won't lead into a lot. It's just a free whiff punch for that character. He's looking for that option right there. So it's 2-2 right now. Game point, both players.
Oh, Dany, I mean, obviously, you take it 3-2 over Numenheimer. You definitely are a distance warrior. You can go all 5, stay in there. But Cheryo, I love the adaptation that they made in Game 4. Did not let themselves just kind of slip out of this match.
Chat, don't say that. Cheryo don't win. Y'all, I'll go to South Carolina. What will happen then? They're trying to take me there.
Nice punish with the gap there. Cheryo with the JD, the follow-up chase down into the corner, backdash into the stun dipper, but the aggressive burst from Cheryo. Once that corner positioning, Dany fights all the way out.
That 5K push right there on the dash cancel, that was sick. Like to see that, so I get some distance with it, even if you're not getting anything off of it. ET trying to find an opening, fades away from the fireball, jumpy follow-up after that string right there. Get area with the Gatlings into the super, gets a wall break. We didn't really see the other super, but hey, this is fine. ShockZ applied. Dash up throw.
Our stun edge again, and the curveball, the tap dust on the dash up. Dany on set point.
Uh-oh. Am I going to South Carolina or North Carolina? Depends who takes this bout. Dany with the Diet Claire just sends it out.
Fadeaway stun edge as well. Dany trying to get the flip kick in. Rock that plus frames on the ShockZ, but had to stay away. Jump over a big punish on the Gat.
Surprised to see that. Definitely committed to the wrong option right there. All this aerial momentum that this character's been showing, that Dany's been showing and flowing. Or slash is at the fireball at the end of that string. Fireball again to lock him down to the ground. Oh my god, the burst gold edition.
Government assistance?
the PPP
program? Let's go.
Oh, the super. Oh, get that out of here. Get that ass out of here. The burst to get some distance. Cheryo needs it to stay in the game. Dany gets clipped with the OTG.
Cheryo tying things up. Here we go. Final round of this set. The JD, the X-Files connects. Dany trying to fight the ghost away.
Off the back dash with the far slash. Fantastic option to catch some of the movement. Now we get this movement right through the wall break. The transition right now. And listen, the bar built up with that tension is definitely going to help out Dany and solidifying the deal. Just please don't do what you're going to do. And that's into Dragon Install. Don't do it. You got so much bar to play with. Finish the job. Don't play with this character.
Yeah, definitely not playing any more games. Quick RC into the traditional combo. And yeah, the electric bus right on through to the next stage of the bracket. Dany said, excuse me. My stop's one more down. What?
Keep it going.
I'm getting a gun.
I'm gonna have some fun. Happy Chaos. Imagine you clock in from work and they're like, bro, you have to fight Happy Chaos today. Bro, that's not the play. Oh, god dang.
Listen, starting it off right.
Chat, I'll come to North Carolina. Y'all gotta have if you have a big enough local and I can swing it, I'll try to come through. But for right now, let's see what MFCR are doing. Let's talk about that later. I'll think about that. MFCR, let's see if he can stay solid. I do think this is one of the characters that can fight Happy Chaos. I do think this is a character you can dash block that can put Happy Chaos in some bad situations and force out that good inning defense that you have to have with this character.
Yeah, and definitely has some buttons to challenge some of Happy Chaos's normals as well. Immediately, put that gun down. Put the gun down. Put it down.
Put the gun down, sir. We will open fire. That 2S right there, fantastic round starter button. If you get anything off of 2S like a bar 8, it's your turn to play, right? Get that corner carry. That's just such a good starter right there for the character. And look at that. This is what I'm talking about. Gun whip to do it into the clock. We ain't gonna stop. Let it rock. Not a wall break though.
Okay, wasn't close enough for the wall break. And there it is. Dash in 2D. MFCR trying to get the party started. The backed up, the chase down as well. Put the boots to the shins. We need the wins.
All right, now got the break right there. So MFCR, maybe the break isn't always the best. Sometimes you might want to get that wall spot like that, but you have a lot of bar to work with the positive tension, so that is also a factor too as well. Tag, a lot of bar to work with. RC, the fate. There's 2 on the arm. Oh, you get the ground pound. Oh my god.
Fadeaway orb is in play. Got that stank on him. Shot him right in the dome. It's all chrome from here. The gunplay is here to stay. Druice tying it up.
You gotta kill this Desperado with a hollow, bro. You cannot let this character stay alive. Gets the roll again, gets the concentration. Here's the throw, though. The MFCR. I like to see people have counterplay against the roll. I feel like we see roll too often from one of these players, and they don't do anything on wake up. They just hold the pressure. They get guard broken, and they hold this pressure. Now it's MFCR on foot on the pedal.
Cross on the chest. Exercising with a bless. We need this demon out of here.
Put this man to rest. Into the ground you go. Your last rites. MFCR. First W. Woo.
Fighting for that sponsorship. I gotta win. Must
You said a happy chaos though? A happy, do you see what I have to deal with? Put your back into it, MFCR. Put your back into it.
Not for nothing though. I mean, Druice definitely knows how to capitalize on the character and the gameplay. That was definitely a close one for MFCR. So gonna have to keep your foot on the pedal if you're MFCR. Do not want to give Happy Cows any room to start working.
Absolutely.
Sometimes they just take it. Round start 2S.
Blessed by the 2S. We talked about that button being fantastic as a round starter, and the Slump Dog Millionaire puts out the clone. Just allowing that approach. Yeah, you don't want to get hit with like the 1-2 slash. Oh, that's your ass right there. Into the super, not gonna kill, but this will put him in for the guess for game. See the overhead, a lot of sequences, a lot of bullets all stocked up for some fun, some gun fun. Stutter step, looking for the DP.
All right, there's the S flash kick there. Back turn situation, the trade. Druice pressing the button, the 2S again. That was, my man got the yellow on like the Gordon Fisherman.
Oh, wow. 2S from MFCR. You see a different round start, something like 5K or 6K in play. You see 2S here from MFCR. I actually clipped Druice, but got the stank on him. Wasn't able to capitalize on it. It's Druice, and now it caught up in the corner. Druice now getting confirmed, and now getting the stake in the middle and get that bullets back.
Blessed up by the 2D. MFCR hammer away at the guard. Berserker slash on the same side. Caught the backdash. Big counter hit. Large letters on the screen. Druice, a whole bunch of trouble here in the corner. This is where, yeah, Happy Chaos does not want to be. It's going to be MFCR tying things up in the round count. This is so important if MFCR wants to keep that advantage to go up 2-0.
Wow, and backed up, looking for that 2S right there. Oh my God, this is looking real bad right here. Guard break off in the corner, run through red RC, damn near victory. Overhead 5K reset, 5P.
Tried to put the fadeaway orb down, but no dice. Big counter hit, aggressive burst. MFCR wants it done.
Let's go with the RNG. Into the super. Yo, Juice is still alive. We're still alive, but they're gonna play picture perfect. Careful of the DPs. There's bar at the bottom. MFCR can utilize that for, you know, RC, DRC, or just, you know, DP. And
oh, out of concentration.
Oh, get in to get your win. RC, and you pointed that out. Saw the bar at the bottom was red, so I'll make this MF for dead.
MFCR. MFCR up 2-0. Druice almost having it every time though, but MFCR with just a little bit more of the sauce, looking pretty good here at 2-0. But I mean, still, it's not it's just not an easy matchup. You know, you cannot slip one bit because you see what happens when you do. So MFCR are gonna have to keep it crisp, but Druice still has a shot here. No pun intended, actually.
I mean, honestly, it's round start's gonna be better. There we go, 2D, force up the burst. That's a win for Druice because that's all you have to worry about. You know, burst is kind of hard to utilize against the likes of Happy Chaos. But these round starts gonna be a lot better. It's gonna force MFCR to have to come back for the break, and now Druice gets a lot more bar back in terms of that dimension. It's in MFCR to the next dimension. Also, you get Oki off of this. But Druice has to also be careful about this innate defense that MFCR has been blowing up. Look at that, too far the distance to the 2D. Up in that corner again.
Has enough for the super and definitely activates after a little bit of the Thinkums. Going to take this round nice and clean. You see Druice going back to the 2S, right? At the round start, going to a button that worked out really well. Fadeaway orb this time instead. The roll through.
Oh, the roll through. Woo-hoo. Druice, risky business right there.
Oh!
Overhead here from MFCR. Open up these 5Ks. Slash.
Wow, what a challenge.
lot of damage. A lot of Oki. A lot of pressure. Druice. Got the juice.
Yeah. So the backstep stays away from the 6B, but gets caught. And here we go, MFCR with the back turn type of situation. The dome is blessed.
2D knockdown. Puts the stake on him, baits out the roll. Bursto puts him in the corner. RC's to make that throw safe. RC though from MFCR gets a run through. And the throw cancel right there from MFCR for the back turn. He's on set point.
MFCR just keeping Druice mauled up in the corner in the lion's den. But here we go, gunshots. Immediate wake up throw from MFCR. Uh-oh, double tap.
That gold burst right there. The overhead, that was sick. That option was the button, but if you whip, you still get hit because the shot in the Glock can still get it.
No bullets.
Plus.
No bullets though. MFCR trying to chase him down. I dare you to reload. Yeah, the Berserker Slash could punish the reload, and Druice knows it. MFCR taking full advantage. No gun fun for Druice right now, trying to escape the fadeaway orb, but if you can't shoot, I'm not worried about it.
Ain't got no bullets. Reload right now. Got some in the chamber to make this man slumber. Gets the roll. In again, the gun fun. Lets it loose. Big Thickums coming through to make sure the shots in the Glock hit. You can't whip a goddamn blood. MFCR, the dash cancels though. Try to stay solid. Only gets opened up a little bit. 2D, gun whip, running out of bullets, running out of resources. 2K2D, the wall pin situation, Druice, lets it loose. He got the juice. No OJ.
Not today. Druice, saying it all belongs to me for this game. Going to send themselves into game 4 type of situation. That was a hard one round, especially because they were out of bullets.
Yeah, they were like,
not in a good situation.
Help.
MFCR knew it. Hey, I need to look. Wait.
I need to reload.
Just a minute. I'll be with you in a second.
Pocket. He's like, look at this pot. Help. Just wait.
I left it in the car. I left it in the car.
Left in the car. Just, let me go run back there. Give me like 5 minutes. I swear. 5 minutes to leave me my bullets.
Oh, man. Here we go, game 4 type of situation. Again, immediately round starts to rest for Druice, but stuck into the corner off of the burst. MFCR with the side switch, scuffing up the feet. No shoes, no protection.
No deflection. Into that. Again, break situation. MFCR to a fantastic round start, and this is where he's gotten victories. I feel like, again, that's what you need against After Cast does. Opens him up, about to close him out into the super. MFCR on set point, having a better round start. And also forcing that burst longer for Druice to get that back.
Oh, tap dust after the gunshots, holding him still. 2 bullets left remaining. There's the reload this time. Druice saying, I'm not getting caught slacking in this time.
Stock, lock, ready to unload. The full clip does so and gets it back just like that with the super and the Oki. Guard break dash up, dust to follow up. Druice back in the game. The Slump Dog Millionaire. Oh, never mind. He's still right there with the Glock. Yo, I got a Glock in my Rory, and that's it. Yo, final game, final round?
Not quite, but we're getting close to it. If Druice can take us into game 5, certainly be in the last game situation. But MFCR still has a set point available for Druice. As much as MFCR has been really dominating some of these rounds, it's hard to put Druice to bed. However, here we go. It might be night-night.
Man's got them hands like NyQuil. Careful now. MFCR looking for that kill. Backs away, bursts at play, but that's baited. Unfortunately, the clone just disrupting the narrative of the neutral. We haven't seen that in a bit. This allows MFCR to come through and again the super situation. But MFCR still got a lot of health to play with and a lot of bar too as well. Juice with the Oki.
Gotta be super careful on this Oki. There's the fadeaway, but MFCR trying to get in the range where Drift RC can do it. Oh, super!
He was in hard shot, right? Because he was locked into the stance, and that's good night. MFCR. UMFer. Moving through the bracket easier to control and making it harder for people to read has been helping land those, there it is. That dash K, I've not seen anyone utilize. Again, maybe it's recency bias, but I feel like that's been such a good opener.
Yeah, it's certainly been working out for Tensorial, but HonoredOgre on that chip. Trying to get all the way into the dip. Here we go, my buddy and me.
About to be a party. Oki time, not so good for his character. Doesn't have a lot in terms of resources. Can't really YRC, but FD got the 2K2D knockdown. Never mind. Had the resources to stay fine. Was able to get outside that corner position.
Oh, the punish!
Glistening in the whip punish.
Tensorial bait it out, but didn't punish it. The turnaround booty bump for the closeout. Tensorial just playing such a cerebral set at a high speed with Eno, which is, I mean, it's really nice to see.
It's hard against Chipp. I ain't gonna lie. Like, you would punish a Chipp, you definitely with it. 6H doesn't get the toxicity DP. Someone pointed out that HonoredOgre loves to go for those DPs, and I'm seeing him come through right here. Has to be careful. Again, Chipp dies easily. Just whips like paper.
HonoredOgre trying to get it going. Oh! Command grab. Tensorial saying, you want to be right next to me? Don't worry about it. That's all good. That's exactly where I wanted you.
That Gorilla Glue, I'm gonna stick to you. Into that command grab to do it. That's so dangerous. Brother, I feel like Daru, the minute Daru started doing that, all you Eno players
everybody.
Like, this is actually pretty good now. This is actually pretty good super.
Collectively downloaded immediately.
Oh no. Oh. That happened to me recently too. I fought an Eno player and they woke up super and I was like, oh, you do or what? You smart person.
Knowing you didn't hold up, you're like, oh.
Like, why would you do that? But
why
also,
would you? You
good. You right with it.
Definitely clean with it. Here we go, command grab from HonoredOgre. Putting that pressure. No burst. Nothing doing.
Off the wall. Jump H. And now we see HonoredOgre getting way more aggressive with the Alpha Blade too as well. I like this jump H. With the jump H, Alpha Blade will always save the day. Sigma male grind set right here from HonoredOgre.
I like HonoredOgre just amping the aggression even more. Not backing off, saying, okay, time for the next level.
Yeah. Can you really keep up with me? Can your character really keep up with me? I don't think so. Alpha Blade, we going low, bro. And again, the RC situation, making it nice and nasty. And again, this aggression is building up all the tension so it can go for these mixes and makes it even more deadly. But here's Tensorial. Back in business. Locked down with the fireball.
Music applied, but there we go. HonoredOgre saying, I'm taking my turn no matter what. Tensorial trying to back off immediately. The 6P. Defensive burst. Tensorial just wants to stay in this game.
Gets the aerial approach. Stroke. Beethoven. The note. Again, the stroke again in the 2D situation. Tensorial said, I can't keep up with you.
You're doing just fine. JS, the early burst from HonoredOgre. Might have been going for a gold burst or something like that, but either way, Tensorial does not have to worry about that anymore. The cheat music come down, caught him with the 6H.
Nice way to catch the back dash. Spread eagle, the jump D. DP, you see, gets the knockdown. 2S starter right there with the counter hit, 6H into the super. Just wants that wall break, and this is good. This gets, I think, honestly, when it comes to Chipp, he is one of the best at being able to utilize that positive tension to people to the next dimension. The fact that you get the bar all built up, and you get this quick RC combos, that's when we see Tensorial stay outside that range, find the escape plan, and he's more than fine with that super.
Yo, Tensorial turning up the volume to 11. Saying, if you want to party, then I got the whole playlist right here. All my favorite hits.
Yo, Toad, relax. Pause, Toad. Pause. Are you good? Are you... Yeah, the early burst is rough, but honestly, when it comes to Chipp, early bursting isn't always the worst idea because you don't have a lot of health to play with. So, like, you know, it makes sense we have a low health character, you know, but it's woulda, coulda, shoulda when it comes to a lot of the stuff, you know, like, dang, I wish I would have held the burst, stuff like that. Let's see what they do with the resources. They have another chance at victory right here. But this is...
Yeah, down 0-2, but not out of it, right? Like, the aggression that HonoredOgre has been playing at is certainly been at a pace where they're definitely in this match. You just got to start getting the wins on the board here. This is really the last. This is the last game you can make a difference. Here comes the note. Oki Tensorial going high, double for your troubles. Stuck on the wall with the chemical love and the follow up, making sure the full fall happens. And yeah, that is automatically dead.
Deader than dead. Beyond dead. Deceased. Your next of kin. Deceased.
Yeah, the whole
immediately
on out the door.
Bro, the whole lineage, the whole bloodline, not so fine. In the beta burst, still gets a follow-up right after the slight little drop right there. The
You're only going to see a burst again in the next set if you're HonoredOgre, unless you win this round. But Tensorial looking to close the door. HonoredOgre, nice wake-up buttons here. Getting some pressure. No, denied. saying I'm a one-on-one type of person. I'm not into that other type of stuff. The super straight through, and the OTG is what it's going to be. Tensorial.
I'm happy to learn more about this character. Not what I usually get to typically see. Again, like a lot of people start with Sin. Very middling character. Doesn't really have the blessed benefits of the other characters. Has a lot of negative things in terms of like negativity in terms of with punchable buttons, and this is not looking so good either. As the DP gets flipped and gets hit into the super. That's not it, is it? Oh, is it?
Yes, actually did. Elysian Driver does a huge chunk of damage for sure. Eddventure closing it out. Blue Heck starting off a little bit rough. 5K starter?
Wow. Okay. All right. But still, we still see a lot of the minion situation. And again, this is what Eddventure wants to do. Put you in the corner, build up all this tension while he gets you there, hit you with the super, and loop the secrets over and over again. With the built-up, so we still have one more minion, and the tension's going to come right back. You set this long range where he can set up the minions, and you got to work to him to get in. Like, he's already built up super. You got to worry about another super.
You see the JD, Eddventure loves doing this, just hanging out in that airspace, throwing down JD, forcing you to make bad decisions, bad bursts, and that's going to be the worst for game one. Over to Eddventure.
Again, even with the lack of knowledge of this character, bro, it's wild to see people just be able to handle Sin, right? I know people have not got to play a lot of Sin unless you're playing Kizzy K on the stream or, maybe Nerd Josh. There's not that many people that really play Sin continuously. Yeah. He's a character that you want to invest in, I guess, now before the patch hits, and I get it. But man, are you not having to struggle? And that's what
switching to Daddy. He brought Daddy out. He was like, "Yo, Dad, nah, I need the father. This is grown folks' business."
Yeah. Go back to your room, son. Let me handle this. Yeah, Chris Chaos definitely has he's got a Sin, but
for sure.
But he also has the chip. Like he's also got the chip. So.
There's a jump over 2K2D knockdown, burst on the charge stun edge, attempt Oki or Blue Heck. Eddventure throwing out the minions. There's the soccer kick, making sure they're all in play. And you see how much life Blue Heck has lost just trying to play the video game.
And you think you have more control because you have the fireballs, longer buttons that are going to be better to put out, but Eddventure's still clipping them continuously. And staying that mid-range game and back into that long distance until he gets that lead he'd like to have. And he goes in. 2D situation, just a finish decision, my friend. Burst, get some distance, but that's fine for Eddventure. They back up and are able to use the long-range buttons and again the minions and throw them out and about.
What is going put in them hours? Overtime edition, 1.5 times paid.
RC slash. Off the low, bro. Oh my. As soon as he stood up, put down to the ground. Wall break. Ball back for Eddventure.
Blue Heck looking a little bit frozen in the matchup at the moment. Eddventure down back and happy to hang out and chill. There it is, the JD special. There's the minion throw. Good chase down from Blue Heck. Finally getting something started, but look at the bar for Eddventure.
RC's in off the 2K play. 5P right back at him, but Eddventure looking real solid. Only one more hit to do it. Eddventure with some bar to work with the RC eventually in if they need be. They're gonna have a chance to use it or just go for the back though. Patient play. You see Eddventure was patient damn the entire time when he only needed one hit to stay fine. He just needed one little hit to do it. And you saw him just wait for that stun dipper too as well. He was like, you're gonna do it. I see the bar at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean,
sure enough, Blue Heck did it.
Yeah, that's the patience that you need, right? Because in that situation, when you have so much life, only way Kai is gonna really take it from you is if you allow them to, like if you give them that mistake. And Eddventure was happy to be like, nah, I'm just gonna chill right here, wait for you to make the final error, and good to go. So Eddventure up 2-0, trying to punch their ticket into top 8 type of situation. But Blue Heck still in this, but has to do it the long roll. Locked into Kai, got the jean jacket on, trying to get aggressive with it.
So now, it's so hard because, like, you probably switch characters and you have to get back in motion. Having better buttons, fireballs, and things like that. Maybe not as much damage, but like you have to get used to, like, okay, I've switched this character, so my mindset has to be different. Now we see the slide in against some of the minions and also just finding a way in even without bar. Jump B, 6K in play for the plus range. What's next?
Eddventure hanging out and chilling. Does not want to get overactive. Get called on a backstep. There's the burst though, and here we go. Minions in play. Sending out the whole workforce.
Everybody, all the shifts. Morning, noon, and night shift. To come fight.
Calling in everybody. Everybody got to put in hours. Emergency situation.
Emergency situation. Everybody got to come in. I'm off. Doesn't matter. Oh, the super! Oh, Eddventure, you nasty son of a gun! He saw that button and says, "Not time for no fun. Serious business."
Eddventure on set point, trying to move through with a clean 2-0. There's the halo, trying to say hello. Into the corner goes Eddventure. Nice air throw.
That good defense right there. Now goes for another throw. Sets up top of the minion. And of course, when the minions are behind, you're not fine. That's plus frame situation right there. DP gets some of the minions off of me.
I like that quick RC2K, but that was a good jump from Blue Heck to avoid that situation. 2P check.
6K, 5K. I go 6Ks every so often, put some plus frames every so often to switch up and find an opening. Baits out the DP, nice and easy. Easy bait of it here from Eddventure. And they find the victory 3-0 over Blue Heck. Was not able to send Eddventure down to the hell. That is top 8 of TNS starts now.
Getting the party started. Tensorial has been definitely in the kitchen with this Eno, showing all the dishes and showed Dany everything on the split kits. Here we go, corner pressure.
6P into the super, you see. Immediately, if that didn't kill, said Oki. That was a perfect kill from Tensorial. Okay, DP at play right here.
Tensorial with the escape plan. Big counter hit with the 2HS and full combo. Chemical love through the wall.
Okay, getting the chase down. I like that. Tensorial trying to get that aggression going for him. But here's the red RC after that scum difference. With the fireball, but you can't do that for free. You gotta make sure that's meaty, no vegan. That's the beyond right there. The beyond fireball. We don't eat that here.
Got him up in the skies and said, listen, it's all buns here. You know, you know.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. That's good for Tensorial, though. I like that. See that like innate matchup, not innate, but like that good matchup knowledge, right? Skate super underneath the fireball with the stroke is, very important part. If it's not going to be a meaty fireball, that means you can't really autopilot up in this match like that. So you got to be really careful about that zoning that Dany is so good about that he showcased previously when he was fighting the GoldLewis.
There's the bar / counter hit for Dany, but out with the turnaround blue bump again, baited out the DP, big counter hit. Yeah, immediate burst. That was going to be a ton of damage and into the corner, but the falling buttons for Tensorial. Side switch, got Dany guessing.
I'll be blessed. Trying to find that opening on the jump D. He's able to get it. Oh, first Tensorial. Uh-oh, got clipped and gets hit with the super. This is unfortunate because this is Oki right here. Dany back in business. Tensorial with the wake up super blunt. DP, but the RC to keep him safe and solid.
Tensorial with all the options available. His chess, not checkers.
Oh my God. He said, I'm beyond. I'm beyond you. I'm playing 4D out here. He's still in 2D, you see. Tensorial. What's on the table, but again, their offense has been so fantastic. This is 6B though. Dany is the anti-air. The dash castle too as well to get that corner carry. Even with the FD, took off in the corner.
I like the staggers on the close slash as well. Even on block, pushing Tensorial towards the corner. Falling button's going to convert. Charge stun edge. Oki, Tensorial trying to hold it together. Definitely not the healthiest, but 6P again on the far slash, just stroking the enormous tree at the moment. Sheet music again, and there's the burst. Dany needs a little room.
Brother, all these strokes edging right now. Tensorial about to get that victory too as well. Jump slash 6P again. Jump D off the low. Yo, Dany, defense.
Defense without D and Dany trying to do it successfully. There's the side switch and the immediate burst from Tensorial. Also has meter. Dany got to be super careful here.
Oof, not with punish. 6P again. The knockdown. Tensorial. Both of them just need one good hit. Dany back to the zoning game.
Ooh,
there we see it gets the zoning. Air throw. Tensorial. You see the options that this buddy is putting on? It's a whole damn menu. Against the fireballs that Dany is using to structure his offense on before he goes in or to feel comfortable, immediate toxicity with that chemical love, you see. Damn.
Yo, Tensorial, relax. Are you okay?
I don't get it.
Oh.
I'm not trying to be like Eno players for years. I guess for a year plus. this character doesn't work, yada yada. But Tensorial coming through and saying, let me show you what it really do. Let me show you how it really works. Tensorial on game point, Dany gotta do something different.
Definitely needs to mix it up a little bit, but it's Tensorial off of the round start. There's the Vapor Thrust on the dive, but immediately Tensorial back in there with the stroke. And Dany, I mean, it's the decision that you have to make, right? If you're going to defend against stroke or you're going to defend against the air dash, and it can be a tough one to make the call on. There's the Vapor Thrust, but blocked up by Tensorial. There's the burst. Dany, one more chance really for conversion.
Fireball gets the shock state, just trying to get in, but then again, you see again the toxicity coming through from the chemical love. RCs gets the anti right there, the pickup 2 as well. 6H didn't get the follow up, unfortunately, but it's one more hit, and that's it. The 6P, one of the most blessed 6Ps in the game. Tensorial on set point.
Tensorial trying to jam their way on further into top 8 on the winner's side. Has burst and everything. Dany got to play this one nice, crisp, and clean. Jumps over the stroke. Good punish with the 2S.
Here we see the chemical love once again. That's been rolling a lot of the neutral, the narrative neutral, I should say. RC play. Okay, the damage differential definitely in Kai's favor. I think he can dump out a little bit more than what can do. He does have like the 6Ps and things like that, but we're not seeing.
Oh,
never mind. Let me hold my tongue real quick. Let me fix my face.
You see, Tensorial not even finishing the combo because they're just getting the resets over and over again for the guessing game. Dash up 5P. Tensorial playing with the food a little bit, but there's Dany with the back throw. I like the guessing game from Tensorial, seeing if Dany could keep up. Had a round to gamble with and mess around, but here we go. Dany looking to put themselves on the board.
16 anti right there. DPs immediately burst. Offensive style. Stay up in the corner a while. This is a big jump here from Dany. We've not seen a lot of jump-ins come from Dany. I like this decision here. Do something different so the air fireballs, but that's a punish. That'll be too risky with it. This allows Tensorial to keep it meaty again.
Yeah, there's the burst, the eject button for Dany to get out of that situation, but Tensorial tried to get back in. Dany with a big counter hit.
Oh, caught the backdash. He was the follow up the flip kick. Red RC. I thought he was gonna go for the dust. I would have got clipped with it. 6P denies the jump in. Counter hit.
Uh-oh. Here we go. There's the reset from Tensorial, the chase down. The high-low, here we go. But Dany with the stun dipper. Sliding on through with the butters on him.
Ooh, okay. Better aerial play here from Dany, but it's down to the wire right here. And again, Tensorial, I feel like hasn't shown their full card, but Dany also has it too. We've seen a lot more of the aerial approach to jump-in buttons. And even though it sounds like a grazing, simple sort of explanation, the situation is these jump-ins are doing damage. Even though 6P does come out, it's not leading to a ton, right? We're not even seeing counter happen too continuously. These jump-ins are denying a lot of the float state that comes through from this character. So now, what's the other options here from Tensorial? They have to be careful about Dany getting area.
Yeah, Tensorial's going to have to really start to enforce some of the anti-air situations. I mean, trying to use the 6P there. You see them trying to clip Dany out the skies, but it's all about the timing as well. Dany's doing a good job of just not making simple and easy air dashes to read before they get in, but this time Tensorial has him in the corner. There's the burst.
In the corner, though, I feel like Tensorial. Just once they get him in the corner, call corner. Trying to get that 6H. RC's away to play, trying to get a whip punch. Will still get the hits that they need. One more hit will do it. Actually, the 6H. Wall break. God damn, Tensorial didn't even need that.
Set point again, Tensorial. Oh my goodness. Change the channel, Dany.
This was rated R. Pull back.
Oh my goodness. Dany with the back step here, trying to play the neutral space defensively. Stun edge. Good block from Tensorial. Big counter hit though for Dany.
They get an aerial position, like jump smash as well against his character. And we'll get the wall break. Wait, Tensorial, not dead, but Dany just needs one more hit, jump K and play. 6P. I lied, 6P getting some things off, but goes for the low. He had the bar to risk it too as well. Dany denying that set point, denying that win here for Tensorial.
Gotta do it again. Dany needs to send us into game 5 to stay alive on winner's side. Here we go, Tensorial. There's the Vapor Thrust. We had gone away for a little bit. Dany bringing out all the options.
I like to see that Dany again with the air fireball game right here. Go switch up to the jump slash too as well. Again, bar at the bottom. Scum dipper. Gotta watch out for that option, especially for Tensorial. Not caught from the corner.
Backdash, Dany!
Brother.
Listen, Let me tell you something. Dany is a distance warrior. I've not seen a set yet where Dany was in it that hasn't gone to game 5. He said this is a marathon. You got to buckle in for the whole run.
I see chat pointing out like, oh yeah, Tensorial could have ended it previously, but if you let someone stay alive and strive, bro, that's on you. That you give someone that energy that I can do this, and they start finding more options. Like jump slash already probably one of Kai's best buttons, right? Like top 3 button for this character, not top 2. So like, why not utilize that button more often than not? And then also with jump H2 as well, we've seen that kind of disrupt the rhythm. Even though we see 6Ps continuously, the trade-off is so much better for Kai in some instances. Get the corner carry off the Gatlings, you get some damage with jump D follow-ups and stuff like that. And now we see Dany back in the driver's seat.
Tensorial trying to take the wheel, but Dany says no with the burst. There's the stun edge. I like the angles of those stun edges too, because it really stops Tensorial's ability to just dash in for free and get the JS applied. There's the fadeaway JS again for Dany. Dany tried to vapor thrust there. No one home.
Wrong address. Put this man to rest. Again, Chemical Love doubling down with it in the super. Tensorial back at business. And now I feel like a little bit more movement as we get harder to get that jump in. Yeah, another one.
Can they finally close it out, or Dany hang on, play yet another round? Tensorial looking to close the distance there. There's the stroke. Dany backing away, trying to throw those stun edges.
The kick dropping down to the ground. Jump D again. Again, the jump in 6P for some distance. That's not bad, but Dany trying to find the fadeaway. Tensorial with more movement. Yo, the strokes though have not got clipped.
GKTD, there's the bubble shield. Tensorial trying to space things out. Nice throw. Recognizing green shield was up. Dany goes for the throw afterwards. The recovery's a little bit longer.
Tensorial with the wait and bait. Easy bait oven again. Time to chef him up. DPs again. Dany had the bar to keep solid. 6P. Tensorial with the victory after that red RC6H to seal it. Tensorial 3-2 over Dany.
Tensorial made it a little.
Good luck to you. Eddventure. No stranger to the danger when it comes to Leo.
Yo, round start 2D. Disgusting stuff.
It could have been a DP though from the side of MFCR. This is the captain was a DP like that, but Eddventure gets the first push to the court.
Look at the risk gauge. Big cash out for Eddventure. MFCR hemmed up in the corner. Where do you get to play?
Where do you get to play? Where was the moment? Where's the gap? There's some gaps, but like honestly, with this matchup has gotten harder ever since like her minions to cut to the fireball. Where that you could like send out fireballs previously, not so much anymore. In MFCR, waited debated.
I get devastated. There's the burst. Eddventure goes back into the corner, but I feel like that's fine for Eddventure. Like distance, I'm cool with that. There's a helicopter kick on to chase him down. Carry him all the way over to the other corner. You see the minions getting set up. JD fadeaway. Eddventure happy to just play with the life lead. Great 6P from MFCR.
He get going full red RC, gets the side switch. This is where you want. Back turn, burst, puts him in the corner. Runs away from the 2D and play. The floppy fish. Oh, the 2D though. Said mine's work.
No.
I play with them things too. You're through. 2D from me.
Just run away from the neutral.
We're back? What? We're back? It's like that? MFCR, you're good. Bro, you about to be on nothing MFCR in a second, my brother.
Oh my goodness, Eddventure up 1-0, MFCR. Listen, the adaptations, I mean, we've seen MFCR do it, right? Like every single set is a possibility, and we've seen them do it time and time again. So not counting them out whatsoever, but you see the 2K, the staggered 2K into the confirm for Eddventure, trying to pick up where they left off in game 1.
Looking for question mark, MFCR. Okay, but they've been playing each other for so long, and Eddventure has had a lot of practice against like Sabrazo, Tempest, and obviously Mini, and obviously MFCR. So he's gonna have to give a different look for overhead trade. Not bad, Eddventure. Just needs one hit to do it. Jump D, there you go, off the low.
Good stuff from Eddventure, though. What is from Eddventure? Just this entire bracket has been really good as far as spatial and health awareness and the status of the situation. They're always really good at it, but it's just feel like next level here. There's the K punish on the whiff throw, blocked up the DP, no bar to save MFCR.
There you see the shield at play. I like that shield play every so often you're able to get it. You stop playing all that pressure and approach. These jump H's. Too far for the throw. RCs to take their turn back. 2D just like that. Gets the side switch with the mix. Careful of the minion for the plus frames again. Any back situation.
Yeah. Oh. I really like that flash kick because Eddventure on the block string was getting close to 50%. That would have been armored minions in a whole lot of trouble, but there's the air throw. MFCR not out of dodge just yet.
Not yet. Now let's just connect. Yo, he woke what in the middle of that string? Fireball? MFCR? That had to have been an input error either way. Eddventure coming through with that play. Unless they're looking to eat through the minions, but normals would have been a safer option. That
might have just been an input error. That might have been an input error for sure. For sure. But either way, Eddventure up to a quick 2-0, trying to punch their ticket into winners finals. Yo, we could have an Eno Jacko winners final.
Bro, what is that?
What is going on tonight?
That's 7 months I've probably never seen that matchup. And it obviously definitely changed because characters have been nerfed and buffed and things like that. Well, you know, and Jacko have been buffed. But I see people talking about how, you know, this character stops like gorilla play, and you see right there, the minions, you have to strike them out before the shield becomes a problem. You have to be careful with your DPs because definitely Eddventure will stiff those out. They do have better buttons to whip punish a little bit better, but you have to be careful with that minion play, right? You have to not put yourself in the corner. You can't swing out fireballs in a normal sort of way, so again, have to give a different look than you would typically.
There's a Berserker Slash. Speaking of different looks, the run through from MFCR trying to hook up a little bit, but Eddventure with the long range game. I'm going to let the minions handle my light work.
To make this light work. Woo! The 2D just get, I had the bar at the bottom, but still, Eddventure, again, into those toes like he's into those. Eddventure on set point and already getting a fantastic round start this time, the 2K 2D knockdown. And again, denying that DP.
Oh, the dust caught him looking. MFCR already down to half life. There's the overhead though, and here we go. Party started. Back turn situation. Caught the backdash as well. MFCR. The lion is out.
You in London. Let's begin. Yo, this is the other side of the coin. Once the character gets in, they can get their win in a 2K. Makes her stand up straight. Says, wait, I'm not done yet. You see what happens when Leo gets in. She doesn't have the defense to strike back like that, right? You gotta look for a YRC and stuff like that, and that's gonna typically happen too often. All it takes is a knockdown like this for Leo to begin that pressure.
Oh, there we go. Overhead again. Caught Eddventure down back in. Hit him with the hard gold. Gold Trotters got the burst, thirst quenched as well. MFCR.
Get it up. The fireball. He didn't care for that shield. It was already out. CR commits to the button, but knows it's a one-touch opportunity right here. RC, 6P. Oh, think of the close slash. Jump D, North Carolina. Don't know about that one.
No. They don't know about that one. They don't know about that. That was a throwback for sure, but Eddventure getting tossed back into this set for sure. MFCR going to put one on the board for themselves, staying alive. And like you said, I mean, you see the differences. Like once the Leo gets in, like it's a whole different game. Once Eddventure gets to cook, gets that back turn situation going, puts Jacko in the corner, it's a tough scenario. So Eddventure going to want to return to form to what they were doing before, but MFCR playing a little bit more aggressively, a little bit more wisely too, interrupting these strings.
Exactly. I can see MFCR, like maybe 6P might be also a play against the minions. We've seen that, or like 5P to 6P, like that nice little string might catch Eddventure after the 5P. Let's see what happens. Because like, again, Eddventure with that long distance relationship. It's not you, it's me. Now I see right here a lot of the minions coming in. Baby's kids. So the 2D against a 2K? What's up, Eddventure?
That pressure, but MFCR finally getting a chance. Open it up. This time stand block for Eddventure, but still gets thrown. Back turn situation, still got a guess.
Who's that? Jackson, close and personal up front. RC, air throw, there you go. Eddventure, now the one on set point. This is looking nasty.
Again, the 5K round start has just been working out so well for Eddventure. Don't need to go away with it. We got minions on the board. The flash kick, but nobody was home.
Top 8 denying that minion right there, but still the minion toss still has the second son to get it done. Gets a side switch into the super for some fun. This is not looking good right here for MFCR.
A lot of infamous at the moment. The dash in, carrying the minion with them. Soccer kick off the wall, minion as well. The block string, yeah, had to figure out a way to get out, but Eddventure playing that patient game again, waited for the Berserker slash and punished immediately. Eddventure with the Smart stuff.
Brother, that patience right there. That's like, this is one of my favorite things to see in fighting games.
You can definitely die immediately. So we'll see if Shinfield is going to be able to capitalize on those situations, or if Neumenheimer is going to be able to march on through this bracket. And I know they're looking for that run back against Dany.
All right, let's see what happens. This matchup, I feel like I've seen it go like either way. Either it's like a 5-5 or it's in Nago's favor. I'm not quite sure, but I feel like there's just like Kabari's got to be pretty decent against this character, pretty decent against Nago. But 5H though, moving a lot of the narrative neutral. Let's see what happens. Like back throw though after the bloody spin.
Wake up buttons for Shinfield. Gonna get blessed with the 2S. There we go, 6H type of thing. 2 bars of blood for Neumenheimer. Gets a little bit of a snack.
Gets a 6H to seal it. Can't get ahead of me. That's the capitation. Neumenheimer in a good situation. First round of NP, the first two as well. Shinfield gotta be careful now. 2K already gets a far slash in play. Gets in with the clone. Ooh.
Like that backstep far slash from Shinfield, but still stuck in the corner. DP's gonna land. 6H lands raw. Here we go. 2H type of situation. Again, Neumenheimer making sure the blood bar is cranked to get that 2S rocking. Got the burst and everything. Neumenheimer game 1.
Yo, minor case coming through with the 10. I see you as Shinfield's catching the case right here as Bro, Neumenheimer has some fantastic strings. 2K in the far slash, possibly catch a backdash if they're not blocking. So Neumenheimer, again, one of the strongest Nagos in the business. Nerfs didn't really phase him too much. I feel like one of the more command grabby types of Nago players, you know, really sets up shop for the command grabs. And it's hard because not every command grabs he wants, you're looking for that option continuously because he gets so much off of it, right? Get the spin specials continuously over and over again to get the win. It's like, God, bro, let me live. Let me live. But then you're looking out for that option, hits you with like close slash and you die. 6B applied. Round start, just get the far slash, but still, oh, so much health.
Oh, there it is. Yo, Johnson on the other side. Got him tied up. Time for the late night party.
Man, Hardy, careful with them. The Tommy Geist right there.
Oh, close slash thought maybe a command grab was going. Counter hit on the close slash, but here we go. Shinfield still in it. Getting chased down. The quick bite to say goodnight.
More than all right. Yo, Neumenheimer can't prepare for this fight. You see the 5K against the Kabari plate? Man, stop.
Still has burst available as well. 2S going to force out the burst. Shinfield going to likely, oh my goodness, 2H, bless him the toes.
Gus, 2S coming through. Interruption with the 6B. Yes, sir. Side switch off that low, though. This is all according to plan.
Follows through with the whole string, the quick RC. Another command grab, but the parry from Shinfield said, get out of here with those.
On your knees. Parry might be pivotal in some of these strings right here, too, as well. If you go for like far slash in that string and you try to commit to something, parry might come through, so that might be also a Fukio back like that if need be. But that play might not even happen right now. He's caught up in the corner. 5H. 5H again? No, far slash.
There's the dash in PRC, the slap chop applied.
Knock him in the button, gets caught.
I kind of like that a lot, though. Got plenty of meter. There's the eject button. We in there. The block so far from Neumenheimer, the chase down, but Shinfield not letting up just yet. Use the whole bar to get there.
There's a block, though, from Neumenheimer. The defense, 5K and a 6H.
That was ridiculous.
We talk about the command grabs. That's a big part of his game plan. But when he chooses to reversal 5K, I feel like it's some of the best in the business. In fact, like when I play Nago, you know, like defense, like layer on offense is really easy with Nago, right? Everyone knows how to do. You can roll your face on the stick with Nago and find victory. But like when it comes to defense, when it comes to blocking, when knowing when the 5K reversal play into something that's real nice for that character, I feel like Neumenheimer's one of the best in the business. You see it right there. We've seen it against the Kabari too as well.
Yeah, I mean, just incredibly patient and smart stuff from Neumenheimer, knowing what options to cover. But here we go, round start opening for Shinfield's favor. There's the backstep, big counter hit. Neumenheimer with the burst, sliding in, trying to apply some pressure.
Oh, flips low though with the 2H. The knockdown RC. Oh, we got some mix with it. Now you're leashed up with me. Makima, please. Let me stop. Does he know? Does he know? Does he know?
Shinfield trying to apply all the knowledge to jump back JS in the cannon.
I'm landing. all these hits, the jump B to come through with it. And now we see more of that mix with it. You know, the RCs to kind of open up. Before we didn't really see many RC mixes coming through. And honestly, I haven't seen too many of the Baiken players utilize, you know, PRC for them high lows.
Not going for the let's get the counter hit. Does Numenheimer slide in the clone? Close range clone.
Johnson about to make you my son. 5H does not reach it. Now have the blood bar boosted up. We'll go to Fukio.
Oh.
RC's again the 5K in play.
Closing out with the heavy slash. No, excuse me, the blood bar.
He survived. Someone were hit. Yo, the Fukio, bro, that's so cheap. You get the clone up, bait our reaction. Fukio would get the DP situation. Numenheimer on set point.
That was mad cheap. Numenheimer making all the right decisions. There's the staggered close slash, gets the pop up, and almost done. Goes for the quick bite. And Numenheimer nodding the head and moving on in bracket against Shinfield.
You can feel it through too, like, all right. He's so soft-spoken. Numenheimer, even though he plays, bro, he's not reading this. You're not going to get buffs. Move on to the next match.
Not too sure about that one, but Crescendo trying to play at a rising volume here against HonoredOgre. Has him in the corner at the moment. Dog Tatsu into the spin.
Spin for that wall break situation. Yes, sir. You're getting in, jump in. This character like paper, brother. Once again, that's a perfect KO. You can't take too much damage.
Definitely cannot take too many hits here. The follow up here, and here we go. Crescendo playing fast and quick. HonoredOgre on the same side, bursted back into the corner. Got to be super careful here.
The follow up though. Celeste caught in the corner, get red RC for an open up to 5P. Crescendo with the one counter hit. Doggy Tatsu dashed in for the throw the tech. RC's to stay away. 5H wasn't able to get the counter hit, but the 2D. That dog doing.
Oh, there's the 2D blowing up the Gamma Blade. I really like that option from Crescendo. Covering the ground. Nice stand block as well, but gets caught low. Wall run, 6P. Get off of me.
Nice anti right there. Gets the flip. Don't let that go for free. Overhead jump H. There's the Alpha Blade. Won't go for the Sub Dog Millionaire right there. Won't even go for the Super yet. HonoredOgre saving the bar to BRC, but it still gets clipped on his own BRC. That was my bar. That was my. You said it was my bar.
It's my turn.
You said it was my turn.
You had your turn. Now it's my turn.
Oh
man, Crescendo with the throw. That was just great heads up play from Crescendo. I really like that. HonoredOgre though, we saw them go down 0-1 before, and they really stepped up the tempo. So you got to be careful, especially against a Chipp player. They're gonna crank that APM on the game too.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. When the DP is gonna come through, we now see the counter hit round start with it. Always getting the corner kill with the 5K too as well. For that corner push and play. I feel like FD just don't matter against this character because of 5K. Like 5K just keeps you nice and close. Even if you FD is like he's still in your face.
He definitely slides in, just keeps the pressure rocking for sure. HonoredOgre feeling all that kind of pressure at the moment. Hotashi through the wall. There you go, positive bonus. And Giovanna, we don't see a lot of her anymore, but she got meter, man. It get mad scary. You can see some wild stuff.
Huh? How did that hit? The 2P, I think that was RC, 5H, red RC for victory. Put a little more sauce than need be. Crescendo. Say it's the end, bro.
Like, no, I like it slathered on there. You need the sauce running off the plate.
Off the plate? Dang, dripping down the side of the face. Pause. Anyway, Crescendo.
Oh, there's the tick throw from Crescendo. Going to get the OGG with the close slash to dash in. Caught him looking again, and here comes the super. Through the wall. Damn! I forgot.
Oh. Yeah. Fair. I
forgot.
You already know, HonoredOgre was like, yeah, I get it. I do play Chipp.
Yeah.
That's it. You know, it's going to happen like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, woof. You know what? Before we get to the next match, chat, how about this? If you want Nago and Happy Chaos Nerve, contribute to the Matcherino. I promise.
Yo, hold on. We only
I will
need one
send
of those
this over to Dice. All right, Happy Chaos. Just Happy Chaos.
Not in February, man. Come on.
You right. What was I doing? I was caught up by the man. If you want Happy Chaos Nerf, exclamation mark Matcherino, run that in the chat just like that. You get the sponsor quest codes done. You put something in the chat. I'll send over a letter personally to Dice Game. Run that chat.
Speaking of running that, HonoredOgre trying to run the whole offense, run it all the way back. Big counter hit. Crescendo. HonoredOgre woke up angry in game 3.
He said, let me see. And my eyes open. Let me be. Nice.
Ooh, on the 5K.
Yo, that's a call out too as well. I mean, that's a good round started from any Geo player, right? It's a 5-8. You get that counter hit, and that's corner carry. You got to be wary. 2D red RC here. HonoredOgre was able to call a lot of these options. Burst, he don't care about that. He's still back in.
Oh, there's the chase down with the far slash. Sliding up into the DMs. Crescendo with the dog Patu on the reset. HonoredOgre losing life quickly, but there's the DP. Get off of me.
RC, 5P was able to get the full sequence right there. I like that clone every so often. You put with some plus frames, so you gotta be careful. Clone can take some damage too as well. HonoredOgre could melt from any sequence, does have the burst, but I like this aggression they're putting on. Red RC too as well. YRC, let me be free.
HonoredOgre, okay. Definitely saying I'm not top 8 for a reason. Answering back, putting themselves on the board with the 1, trying to get it done, going into game 4. But I definitely feel like Crescendo still has a little bit of the momentum here, but I like the options and rotations that HonoredOgre has been showing. Not just giving up to the Geo pressure for free.
Yeah, and looking out for the defensive options too as well. Obviously, Geo doesn't have a DP and stuff like that. You're looking for the bar at the bottom to wires, and they YRC and try to call that out. And HonoredOgre also taking some risk and finds reward. We see the DP. Now, if he was a little bit late, he would have got clipped with 5H to have this health, but that's the name of the game when it comes to Chipp.
All right, HonoredOgre. Starting back off, getting the chase down with the far slash though, and here we go, Crescendo. Big round start here.
Tension all built up, but jump 8 coming from HonoredOgre. I feel like he feels like he plays like he did not get hit at all, or he doesn't have the health at the top, which is,
I mean,
admirable.
You kind of have to, you know what the character you're playing, so sometimes you just got to ignore that. But Crescendo trying to get us into our final meter. No, going to be the DP from HonoredOgre. Answering back, big counter hit on the overhead.
First off from Crescendo, wants to finish this right now, right here. One touch will do it. HonoredOgre gets gripped up with the throw. There you go, Crescendo on set point. And honestly, Crescendo's been taking some liberties, like trying to take this DPs because, hey, it's gonna kill me.
Pressure there with the Gamma Blade, which HonoredOgre working with the plus range, did whiff a little bit. Let Crescendo out of the corner, got a block other side. Close slash connects. Big damage. Does HonoredOgre hold on to the burst? They do, but get thrown right back into the corner.
Dish. When it comes to the counter hit, 2K 2D knockdown, 5K reset, 6K. This time with some bar to back it up. Previously was able to get that to back dash off of Crescendo to avoid the command grab and will avoid getting caught. Crescendo sends him out 3-0, 3-1 I should say, my bad.
Going Dany versus Numenheimer, Kai versus Nago.
He said 3-2 previously. Let's see what happens here. Numenheimer can make some adjustments. Bloody spins, and we weren't able to see the match previously, so I'm curious to see what Numenheimer's going to do differently, right? Or what got him clipped up and gripped up down the loser side.
Yeah, I'm curious to see it as well. 2 bars of blood, big counter hit through the stun edge. Now Dany caught in the corner. PRC. Numenheimer just hammering away. Dany still stuck. 2S got the burst too. Oh, you're through.
Sage. One more hit will do it. Looking for non-committal buttons, not looking for like a 2H that's going to whiff. Just get the clone out and about. Wasn't able to get the fireball. But like, no, never mind. Wow. Able to get that hit for the red RC corner carry. Needy fireball. Flips in. Puts off in the corner. But it's still okay. He's got the shock state. If he can get in, he buys the plus frames. Let this man play. Don't let him swing on a goddamn button.
Again, 2 bars of blood working. Yeah, that 2S is going to be sped up and caught Dany looking. Numenheimer with first blood.
5K, just a situation, doesn't really matter here. And we see a lot more of the clone. Like that clone just forces you to like want to take the skies, but then Numenheimer will hit you with 6P surprise. Nice jump in against the fireball too as well.
Yeah, get those staggers out of here.
Bro, Kai smashed, locked him down with the fireball again. 5K, 6H, Fukio's in. Missed the bite, but that's all right. He's got the RC to stay solid. And Bloody spins in off the low.
Gonna need some blood returned because, yeah, that hit was so important because Nuneheimer has spent a lot of specials, but able to get the finish. The 6H decapitation going to go up 1-0.
I'm going to make an assumption here, and I could be wrong, but I think what got Nuneheimer previously is the fireball gameplay. That's been such a pain point for other players throughout this bracket. We've seen a lot of people not be used to how Dany likes to lock down the neutral with the fireballs continuously, and it's not just to apply the shock state, it's just like to kind of rule the narrative of the neutral a little bit. And honestly, Nago can find ways against like the grounded fireball if he does the clone preemptively. We see Dany use it as like a feint, like he'll do like air fireball and make you commit to something. Now we see like the clone cut through, and then we see like a Fukio forward or whatever, or a 6P or whatever, or just like the jump in against a fat fireball. It's like he's looking out for these fireball options. I could be wrong. I didn't see the match previously. If y'all watched it on Nuneheimer, you can correct me. But I feel like that fireball gameplay is already something that Nago's got to deal with that's a little bit different. And, you know, he's now has a better answer of being predictive and calling it out.
Yeah, it seems like Nuneheimer has made the adjustments here. We'll find out. I mean, Dany distance warrior, right? Like, oh my goodness, running into the 11 arms though. There's the DP on the answer. Nuneheimer not able to really spend it, the negative blood gain that you would get from the bite. So good stuff from Dany to play that defensively.
Oh, air clone? I'd like to have that. I think Nago should have that.
That was
Dice
nice.
please.
Don't get me started.
Like, don't let's like it's we don't cancel. Anyway, back in the match. Jump B. Jump S2 as well. Trying to find something to fade away. Trying to find something to shimmy. Nothing. No bites though. Nuneheimer.
There's the walk forward. Good tap. You see Dany playing this much pacily. The air stun edge is kind of locking down the airspace. The jump over K though. Nuneheimer trying to rock PRC after the whiff bite. Oh yeah. Yeah, I absolutely agree.
Well, all boosted up. Goes back. I feel like a preemptive 5H or just 2H as well. Gets the anti-air right there. Red RC 6H victory.
You know what was wild about that? That was such a low arc for Dany. Nuneheimer reacted to that so fast.
You have to be careful 5H too with this match. I do believe Stun Depper can get through now with the patch page. The patch notes. Brother, what is going on?
The impromptu combo. Gotta be super careful.
Improv combo? The second city?
Yo,
they don't know about that.
Oh, shout outs. You know.
Yeah,
Speaking of knowing, this is how it's going. Nuneheimer up 2-0.
There's like levels to Nago players. You see the ones committed to like just the easy stuff or whatever. And you see the ones that are like able to make the most out of every exchange and look at the reward that they get. Obviously it's damage, but there's more than that. It's just like the being able to stem down the blood bar much as possible, because that's been a bigger pain point, right? You pointed this previously. If the blood bar is boosted, you take more damage. So you have to be able to control that even better this season. For good reason, we see Nuneheimer sneak those sequences in and be a little bit better about that. That lets him use more specials, and that's why he's on game point. Is dominating his Dany. Oh, you see the Fukio. Oh, not even a Fukio, I'm sorry, bloody spin in.
Baited him out and punished with the bloody spin. Went for the 5H, but got blessed up by the charge stun edge. Here comes the Oki. Dany playing aggressively. Does not want to let Nuneheimer get those engines started. 50% tension. Got to be careful. The 2S, there's the burst, but Dany can slide on in whenever they feel like it.
I can't believe y'all are asking for the likes of Slayer after seeing the likes of Nago. You're crazy. And yo, also it's crazy. Dany trying to run up on Nuneheimer like that. Oh,
100%
no.
tension. Can't cancel this. Can't cancel.
Yeah. You're right. 6K.
Jiji knocked down into the shock state. Nuneheimer kind of dying to the slow game here. Dany not able to close the door just yet on this round. Nice check with the 2P. Dany playing a little bit of a hit and run game.
I play Slayer if he came in. But anyway, let me get back into it. Go slash for the counter hit starter. Flip kick, try to get that wall splat just like that. We're going to get the break too as well. Then to get more bar. That means more of that super situation. We can go for that RC mix if need be once it gets built up. Let's go for the RC for the extension right here. What's on the table for Nuneheimer? We'll use it here.
Oh, 2K2D knockdown, and Dany answering all the questions that Nuneheimer put out for those first two games. I really like that. I told you, Distance Warrior. Like 2-0 don't mean nothing to Dany. We've seen that time and time again in this bracket.
He don't care where you're located. He'll come to you to get it through. And I do like that Dany's getting a lot better about avoiding the clone that's been ruling like the neutral right there. The clone will cut through the fireballs and stuff like that. Good fireball game might stuff that, might stuff it preemptively, especially if you go for the air fireball. But I feel like Numenheimer wants to like bait out that reaction. It's not the clone, you jump, I Fukyo with the DP or 2H, whatever, with the blood bars boosted up. It's not happening so continuously. And also it seems like Dany's disallowing the blood bar from being boosted up as well. Managing their resources, managing the Naga's resources is actually super important as the opponent.
Dany's been doing extremely well with that. He's been jumping regular throw, gonna go through the wall with the electric bust, has positive bonus, everything. It's looking really good for Dany. Numenheimer kind of low on defense a little bit. There's the 5K though. We're trying to play. Didn't get the pickup on the close slash. PRC Vapor Thrust out of town. Could not punish.
Yeah, was able to get that hit. Red RC will be it. Far slash will be able to pick up though. But Dany, a lot of room to play with. Careful of these fireballs. I feel like it's so risky. The 2H could trade. And yeah, for that reason, the Fukyo would be able to get in. 5K wasn't able to get anything after that play. But 5H from downtown, he's in.
Yeah, was able to bait it out with the back Fukyo. Gonna send him upstairs.
So wave check. Take off the Dewey. Fukyo's in for the throw. There you go.
That point. See him sliding up, just trying to get into range, but Dany, nice 2D there, forced out the burst from Numenheimer. Raw stun dipper out of the corner.
And now you see him, he's boosted up in that blood, so he can now find H-set a lot easier. Obviously, you have to worry about the slide through, but you might be through burst, get some distance.
That burst
hanging
was
on by
mad
a thread.
Scary, but it works out for Dany.
Dang, I was going to say, Dany, if you hard, go to Dragon Stomp, but don't do that, because you want to win. Flip kick. Flip kick to drop it down again.
Out here, get the L's, brother. There's the 6-speed Dany holding on for their dear life, but bar for Numenheimer, and there's the quick cancel, and you're done. Numenheimer taking out the bracket demon. That'll be an interesting one to see the answers Crescendo has for this question.
You gotta be careful. Also, I think like when you do like doggy arrow, like even when you do like the flip and stuff like that, can be denied with the 6P. And already you see there's that close range gameplay in the CQC. You see that MFCR loves to be at the side switch, forcing up the burst, but Crescendo puts him in the corner. 5H burst from the side. MFCR back to mid screen.
Oh, caught the backdash as well. MFCR Berserker Slash. There's a punish for Crescendo, and there it is. That flash kick again. Offense denied, but here we go. Wake up, back throw.
The grip. The slash starter. Back throw. MFCR getting handsy. Red RC.
Nasty.
Oh, that's victory. Ground pound to make the bedrock. MFCR. Thanks to Crescendo dropping again. This close range gameplay is what the character wants. And you see the interruption right there. MFCR knowing the matchup. The 2K interruption. Now it's his turn.
You see immediately MFCR getting the Maulin going on Crescendo. Oh, blue RC overhead.
Why does this character have that RC situation? Sin doesn't have that, but Leo does, and MFCR's got those. Perfect KO. The blue RC mixed with it. That's the thing from Soul players, Happy Chaos players, and now Leo players are putting it in their bag. And I think, honestly, it might be because of Razo and also a little bit of dabbling from Jonathan Tanay. Jonathan Tanay put that tweet up acting like he a Leo player too. And now everyone's doing it. Every Leo player doing that nasty stuff.
It's
nasty.
It's one more option for Leo to be able to open people up. You remember when they were like, Leo has issues opening the opponent up, so we're gonna give him oh man, definitely continues to find a way.
Game CTR, it's actually not too hard to use the dash button. If you use the dash button, it's
that's
actually
the
not
thing.
too hard to. Yeah. It's actually not that hard to utilize. And it's good for probably people off the jump piece, as you see right there. And FCR got a little bit of mix from the front and the back.
Crescendo just hanging out in bracket, does slide in with the DM, but gets bursted into the corner.
All right, let me stop. Feel for head. MFCR, force the burst from Crescendo. They do get the dash jump. 2E, the dog, doing some damage in that corner carry with that extension. I like that. Has the bar at the bottom, we'll go for the PRC dash cancel. What a attack from MFCR, and was able to get the side switch.
Low on life though, and nice finish from Crescendo, playing a little bit patiently. I feel like MFCR was playing a little bit slower there, and Crescendo took the opportunity.
Tatsu, good 5H, like Tatsu again, puts him in the corner. It's more 2S, but the run throughs are all getting clipped with the throw. I like that for Crescendo. Let him go for free too long. Now the DPs are coming through strong from NSCR.
Shoes. Caught Crescendo on the back dash, chase down in the back turn stance. Crescendo just guessing for their life out here. MFCR continue with the offense, but Crescendo keeping it clean so far.
Well, space here from MFCR. RC's this time.
Oh my goodness.
No slash. Get Crescendo out of there.
Oh,
that
what's the risk case though? Yeah, got to just hang out a little bit or get the hit. Does get the throw. And here we go. Rotating through the offensive options on wake up. MFCR tried to neutral jump, landing into a flash kick. That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
He's trying to keep that sponsor. MFCR do whatever he can to keep that sponsor.
I need this.
Opening. You need this. I got mouths to feed. I got kids to feed. MFCR.
Empty jump flash kick. That's different.
You working. You working.
Oh, 5K. On it. Crescendo dashing forward. Big 2D here. The arrow follow up. Not a lot of damage, but Skill can continue this pressure. Does have meter. Another flash kick from MFCR.
That's the back dash with the slash. Run through once again. Red RC extension. Oh, God, you might be dead. Yep, with the 5K follow up. The knees, if you please. MFCR. Man, that DP did it all. I would also be like, bro, you different.
I'd be shook. Yeah, I'd be like, really? Wow, that is mad different. Crescendo gonna have to change the tune a little bit more to really try to put MFCR on the back foot.
It's hard.
Yeah, it's tough.
The neutral it's just so difficult. And honestly, MFCR has been doing a good job of like with punishing some of these moves and things like that, interrupting gats. We'll see.
Yo, back turn off of the throw. Big plus frames coming through, scuffing up the shoes. There's the goal burst. Crescendo got a little bit of money.
Something fun. Jump in with the throw. Here we go, Crescendo. Nice
okay.
Right here. Yeah, keep
it again. Oh. Back turn situation for MFCR. Goes for the parry. Oh, I like that. Crescendo showing some patience there. Dash up throw to beat the parry. Gets the burst too. Crescendo not through.
Not done just yet. I ain't hear no bell. Let's see Crescendo. Stay solid, yo. The dash is waiting for that DP. I know Crescendo. Like, please don't do it to me. Please. Oh, there it is. It's the hard. The problem is you get the hard knockdown. MCR gets to kind of dictate the pace of the match. Just like that, from one DP, one exchange. What's with that bar? It's gonna be even harder to call out.
Oh, there it is.
VRC overhead.
From MFCR. Crescendo. Wake up. Big buttons though for Crescendo. MFCR though only needs a dab and gets it.
The run through special right there. Not even the run through, I should say the normal special right there. Of the run through sword. I like how he's been changing that up to catch back dash too as well.
Use the flash kick again. Oh my goodness. Overhead connects. There's the burst from Crescendo. Big counter hit. Gets the dog arrow into the corner. Caught the backdash as well. Got to make it hurt.
But see, the next layer, I feel like if it gets out of the corner, it's like the whip punch to 2D. Back though, might not even need to do so. Run through. Got the bar at the bottom. Run through again. Red RC. That's the win. MFCR can keep his sponsor for a little bit longer. Grand finals.
Oh, yo, Armani with the 50 drop. Let's go.
I see you, Armani. I see you, baby. Let's go. You got to something different today.
It's 50 for the exchange.
Yo, chat, thank you for telling me that. The minion toss and minion kick can actually outclash HCL if was not careful. So they have to be very careful about utilizing that. Although they can just kind of, not spam it, but they still have to be careful about utilizing that as an approach button right there. Okay. So that might be something that Eddventure might be looking for in terms of clashes. Thank you for that.
Lay down the note. Eddventure on the defense. PRC backstep, nothing doing. Eddventure still has burst available, but Tensorial making them question it. Ooh, good defense from Eddventure.
Dust opens him up. Red RC. That should be victory right here. No. Here we get the follow up. There. Oh, yo, close range toxicity. Chemical love stroke.
Yo.
Here we can follow 6-speed. Gets the victory. Tensorial.
He said, "You better kill me.
You better kill me." Finish the job. Finish the job. Finish. Come on.
There's a chase down from Tensorial. Caught him with the split kicks. Immediate burst from Eddventure.
Backs away from the 2D play, does not want to get clipped with it. Now you see 6P as a button of
Okay.
choice against that. I like that. We always talk, like people are talking about, like the commitment to you know, the chemical love is kind of bad, so why not go for 6P? Safer option. Recovery frames on that, fantastic. And Tensorial looking great.
Tensorial was well away. You may not know how the matchup goes, but I think I have an idea.
I got an idea. I know what to do here. 6P is the way to play when it comes to this matchup. I see you, Tensorial. 6P away from the minions. And I guess that makes sense because if you're close enough to the minions, why not go for 6P instead of like going for that toxicity where Eddventure will go for that clash and try to get the knockdown, right? Like that makes sense. I see you, Tensorial. Good stuff.
Yeah, good stuff for sure. Eddventure gonna have to really shift gears in this one. In particular, Tensorial just seemed ready for like all the minion setup situations. Eddventure certainly had an opportunity to get around, but Tensorial was able to hang in there and get the victory. But Eddventure starting off a little bit more aggressively, setting down the minions. Tensorial stuck in the corner.
He's out and about once again. Buffs up the one minion. You talked about this. Not being in the corner is what you gotta do.
Gauge.
Oh, wait, Soldier Boy crank, brother. 2D. Oh, man, that would have been real bad. Burst situation gets out, but there's the area right there. Counter hit, back in the corner you go. West to east, it's time to feast.
Eddventure with a little bit of the beast. Letting it loose.
Oh,
Yo.
dominant. Yo, had to answer back with the clap back. That was a wrap here. Eddventure, and I like that continuous push the area right there. I should say the anti-air. Getting the counter, putting right back in the corner where, you know, does not want to be. Does not have the best defense. Like reversal 6P might be great. Stroke might be great for the knockdown, stuff like that. We get 2D. However, we're going for the super Eddventure. Again, the sarcophagus of the esophagus and break the wall.
Tensorial in a rough situation. Run up, regular throw, and here we go. Minion said, which way is it going to be? Just a regular old 5D.
The Houdini, you can't see me. Eddventure said, I didn't prepare for what? I didn't prepare for what, chat? Talk to me again like that. So that money said I'm stop playing funny right here. $316.70 from all of y'all. The more you buff this up, the more serious people are gonna get. Keep running it, baby. Let's go. Love seeing this.
Yeah, Eddventure tying things up for game 3 here against Tensorial. What an answer back, like just to all the options that Tensorial had for them. Eddventure tightening things up, going for less JD and hanging out, things like that, getting a lot more aggressive with it, and able to put Tensorial in the mix.
Mankind knew that they cannot.
All right.
Duel 1.
Game to game. Definitely looks like the same sort of, I think the actual matchup, whoever gets going on the phone is the victor. So we're gonna see like what really happens in round start. Now round start, you see jump beat come from Eddventure. And again, look at these knockdown situations. We'll get it right here off the 2D and the corner carry. You see some 2D minions get the job done. It only needs one to put the pressure on. They get the minions close enough.
This
the
is
slash get close enough.
Yeah, marching them forward slowly but surely. Tensorial in a very rough situation. Able to dive out? No, 6P. Right back you go. Not until you finish your work. You can't go home until you're done.
Hit him my flow. Jump B. Again, 2K2D. Minion kick. This is looking terrible. And again, there's the win from Eddventure. You know what's also wild is that Tensorial has not built up any bar for YRC to even be a thing, right? Like that's not even happened at all. It's just Eddventure cooks it before the bar even gets at least half completion right there.
Here we go. Tensorial says it's my turn. Eddventure with a 5P mash out of the corner. And here we go. The minion set again. All three down. Powered up. Tensorial clip. This is looking real rough.
Although this is the wall break, don't matter. 6P. Again, Eddventure, confident in the neutral, gets the dust, and that's it. Minion kick to do it. Eddventure plus the baby kids. These are mine.
Eddventure and them.
Eddventure and them. He's like, these are mine. I'm just sitting.
Oh,
but Baby's kids are enough to do it. And you see again Eddventure being so strong. You see him march with the slashes to pull them close, to put this player up in the corner, bro. This is looking nasty.
Yeah, Eddventure certainly has up the momentum, up the tempo, able to keep Tensorial from really being able to play the game at the moment. Like you said, not being able to build up bar, it's just incredibly rough. Like you can't YRC defensively. All you got is bursts.
But man, we haven't even seen that come through in the clutch at all. I mean, Tensorial hasn't had a moment to get burst out in the right sort of way. There's the counter hit play. Finally, the burst comes through, but then you see Eddventure say, "Ooh, I'll set up shop with the one to make it drop with the shielded play." And then again, another minion situation. And dash up. Look at that confidence here from Eddventure.
Oh, went for the air throw, but Tensorial was able to evade. Finally getting some corner pressure. Ed does have burst. Want to see when they decide to use it. Wow, another 5P from Ed. Stopping Tensorial's approach. And here we go. Minion set. The follow-up as well. And yeah, that's it. The follow-through. Ed going to get set point.
Put a zips into it right there. Eddventure on set point. And being able just to be, again, denying the narrative of the neutral, like, where you like to try and dash in and get your mix going and play that one-player game. It's not happening. How does it feel? 6P gets the knockdown a little bit, but that's not enough. Has enough to send out one. Just one is all they need to get like the shield going to stop the approach from Tensorial. RC's in.
Okay, Tensorial finally getting some chances to play here. Ed playing real evasively though. Tensorial got to be careful with how much health they spend. JS connects, and finally some wall pressure. No burst available for Ed. No meter as well. Tensorial can run that mix. Oh, the escape plan.
You're out of there. 6H corner carry. They try to find a fight away. Nah, we don't solve that, but still gets hit with a counter hit. That's it. The chemical love getting that kill right there. Tensorial still up in the game. But Eddventure has proven that this has been so difficult to even come through. Even if you want to come through in terms of like 6P and the minions, it don't matter, bro. Either you get clipped with the second one, or Eddventure comes from downtown, just running on through, and clips you, and starts their pressure with like a 2K2D knockdown.
Trying to avoid those situations. Face it out. There's the 6P again on the minions. Dash up, didn't run into the shield this time, but still had to stop the approach. Allowed Ed to get out of the corner. Big counter hit. Large letters on the screen.
Pop in the corner again, minion kick, bad situation, that will do it. Eddventure, 3-1 over Tensorial.
Really good one to see, and this is loser semis, by the way. Immediately 2 bars of blood for Numenheimer. MFCR answering, scooting through for the throw, back turn situation. Numenheimer gets blessed up high, stuck in the corner.
All right, gets the side switch too as well. Backdash is out of there. The best backdash in the game, I do believe, comes from the side of Nago, but here's the DP, Red RC. Wants that corner carry, actually wants a victory. Overhead is a trade more than enough health for that transaction. MFCR, holy strong.
Coming out aggressively, but 6K, stuffing up the boots. Numenheimer forcing out the burst early.
HK, so now we ended with the DP hardest of knockdowns, you see. 5K opener, look at that, stuff up the shoes again.
Not
get
the
those that pay less.
Gonna make you pay more. Numenheimer with the burst, spending everything just for a chance to play. MFCR hammering away at the guard. Nice 2S5H from Numenheimer. There's a red RC. MFCR staggering, looking for an opening. Defensive 5K, not this time. Slide up my throw. Here we go. MFCR game 1.
Gets the slash to get it done, and he's been set up shop with the throw pressure throughout this entire bracket. I know that Numenheimer's been looking at that, right? Like, been like, okay, he likes to stance cancel into the grip to do it. I'm not gonna be me. Gets open up for free with that slash, and back turn for Leo is so nasty. That's like the win condition for the character. And what's best about that is it happens anywhere on the screen that he gets a knockdown. So all MFCR needs is like a good DP to start that pressure going and flowing. First one to him. Let's see what happens though. Numenheimer not out of this just yet.
Definitely not. We've seen the Numenheimer make adjustments time and time again. Certainly able to switch up their gameplay. Nago specialists in one of the best in the business. MFCR trying to find a way forward. Does with the Berserker slash. And there it is. Back turn situation.
Red RC, yep, keeps that safe and solid. Jump P. The Numenheimer blocking. We talked about how good his defense is overall. Fukio's in, immediate interruption with the 5P. I like that. Can't let the Fukios go for free if you can with the 5P. If you're in that distance to gauge it. Wall break.
MFCR looking mad good right now. Numenheimer does have meter though. JH empty jump into the super. Does this catch? It did.
Wow. Yo, relax. Numenheimer with the wave check.
What a fake out.
2S5H. Get the blood bar boost up to be able to get the combo. But MFCR comes through with the slash.
Great first point for MFCR to be able to save the round for themselves. Now they're looking to go up 2-0. Numenheimer in the mix.
Numenheimer caught in the blender. 2D knockdown, 6H OTG. Yeah, you see Numenheimer not Fukioing in immediately because that 5P had gun caught him continuously. And counter hit could be deadly, but this is nasty. Slash.
Out the bonus for MFCR. Numenheimer does have burst available, but the blood gauge is mad crank. Cannot do too many more Fukios, and MFCR knew it. Ran in with the Berserker Strash, tried to go low for the toes. But here we go. We got meter. PRC catch the backdash with the 5K. Numenheimer's activated. Big damage on the board with the sword. Numenheimer.
So I'm gonna cut the cord. The 6H. Shit, yo, Numenheimer. Now you see him do Fukio back with the 2K 2D. Relax. Been seeing something different. Usually it's like, you know, slash or 6H. Double 5K in play.
Oh, the
jump H2 as well.
JH.
Those are vegan.
Oh, MFCR end up in the corner. Trying to get out of the men's warehouse in one piece.
Oh, yo. Hey, yo, that was sick. You got like overhead. You know what it is. 5K trying to check the toes once again. Finds an opening, about to get the win. Gets the side switch, of course. He's got the bar at the bottom. You know what it is. Into the OTG easily.
That's so
and
sick.
that does so much damage.
That's so sick. MFCR is so sick, but that's Berserker slash Quick RC side switch. That's nasty. That's out. That's out. Call a doctor. Somebody needs to check on MFCR. There's something wrong. Got the T virus, G virus, something going on. That's a bio weapon over there.
Complete saturation, global saturation.
Yo.
It's been a global saturation in terms of, you know, how he's been effective anywhere on the screen. We've seen him continuously get these side switches. And if you're Numenheimer, you have to stop that approach. Easier said than done because these knockdown situations are even better for this character. Especially out for 2D, if you get a counter hit, the run through is even better for this character. MFCR getting all these DPs forcing the burst, but this is good. Offensive burst puts him up in the corner.
Oh, nice interruption there from Numenheimer, but the back throw, MFCR.
IB back throw. It's better, bro. Nice after Count Black gets the bite, but 2D try to get another bite. You're on a diet.
2D there. That is only MFCR. Full meter though for Numenheimer. Red RC looking for the delay, got the bite, forced out the burst. MFCR wants it now.
Oh, what an interruption against the 2D. But that's so dangerous. Had you mistimed that, you would have been hit for a ton of damage. Counter hit, pop up 2H. Ugh. Numenheimer, round start, staying silent right here. Fukio's in, close slash, 2K, counter hit and play. And the 6H blood bar boosts up just a little bit. But Numenheimer knows that he's got more of that range to get strange.
If that would have hit, I would have run out of my apartment for sure. Numenheimer blocked up the flash kick and the finish with the 6H.
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Pretty good game.
Yeah. That's strong. That's some strong stuff right there. That guy's pretty good.
That's why the game's a little potent. But I like his 2Ks now. We see more of the 2Ks coming through. And we see he's so aware of what happens when he gets counter hit 2K. Like 2K, 5K, and then follow up. Because that 5K button, you've seen how blessed it is to get 6H after it and all the other special cancelable stuff that you get off of it. The fact that he's able to set up shot for that and also stay solid when the DPs do come through is a testament of that defense that Numenheimer is known for. And I'm known for giving love for the big boy that is Bum coming through. I'll see you, my brother. I'll see you with a 331. Let's go.
Yo, welcome to the bloodbath. Loser semifinals. Tampa never sleeps. 50 drive. You know what to do. Numenheimer versus MFCR.
Make sure y'all are going out the Bums events. Definitely put on with the G Sports, baby. I see you. Numenheimer coming back from the break with that 2 as denying that set point, salvaging himself.
Oh, reversal throw from MFCR. Numenheimer stuck in the corner again, trying to find a way to escape. And Circus Ass hits other side. Good block throw, punish.
Goes back to 2D. We talked about that button again. Knockdown this time. Midnight sack from Count Black to get that bite, but 2D again. Yo, not getting gripped up. He's taking the big bets, but not finding a reward to store that DP. Follow far slash 6H. Numenheimer.
Okay. All right. Going into game 5. Exactly what I expected to see, to be honest with you.
Yeah, this is what we wanted to see before. And all it feels like is adding more in terms of the buttons, the economy of buttons, 2K, 2D. And more of these like these low buttons that are not working out for MFCR in terms of like blocking. And he's disallowing the run throughs from coming through, right? None of that mixed with it. Like, no more bartender, I'm staying sober out here. Good stuff for Newmanheimer. Again, we talked about how good his defense is. His reversal match is fantastic. It's 2-2. And again, MFCR, you want to keep that sponsor, you have to stay solid.
Sponsorship on the line,
On the line.
TNS sponsorship, playing for it all is MFCR, but Newmanheimer wants everything. Give me that burst too.
Wave check. Time to take off the Dewey. Oh, wait. He didn't get the cutscene, but that's still mean. You see that? It's even better. It's Yo, Nago.
Nago Nation rising up in the second to last day in February, saying, you know, I gotta let it do what it do. I gotta let it do what it do.
I got my power. I got my power.
MFCR trying to find a way in, immediately denied with the FBI boot. And here comes Newmanheimer. Open up.
Red RC at defense was facing with his plays. Actually comes in, but offensive burst was right back in the corner. Play spins in 6-8.
No.
One more hit. We'll do it. One solid counter hit. 5H. 5K in play. Newmanheimer. 3-2 over MFCR. I'll take a 350 out to a steak dinner. You know what I'm saying? That's a good looking number right there. Let's get up there. Round start 6K off the roach from Newmanheimer.
You're like, yo, them go-go boots looking nice. It would be a shame if I, Newmanheimer though, stuck in the corner right now. Split kits, gonna reveal everything. Tensorial breaking out all the options.
American Eagle. Gets the wall break with wait, air throw, 6H off the OTG, RCs, jump back K to play. Yo, that was sick. After the RC, the jump back K to the super, someone clipped that. Bro, come on. Come on, Newmanheimer. Not dead though.
Be able to slide into the DMs though, you know what to do. Frame kill, but the command grab from Tensorial showed it once, did it again. And Newmanheimer, low on life, but not quite dead. There's the burst. Newmanheimer said, this is my round. It belongs to me.
I don't know though, Tensorial. RC back, but the far slash. Unfortunately, that's that ass. Tensorial was trying his best not to get clipped because you know what happens. You lose a round after doing something sick, you can't use that. It's the law.
Nice blocks, 5P, counter hit for Newmanheimer. There's the burst from Tensorial, trying to stay away from the wall. Neutral jump over which, and 5P interrupt Newmanheimer with the stop sign.
Look at how much he gets off these counter situations, right? Going for big buttons, big exchanges, and things like that for the follow-ups. Trade with the 2H, absolutely still in favor. He hasn't caught up in the corner. Red RC, again, another midnight stack from Count Black. The command grab lands Newmanheimer with the first W, but not for nothing. That was definitely not free.
No, certainly not. Certainly not, especially that first round. But again, I mean, if it's a trade situation, it's going to go in Nago's favor 95% of the time. It's just the way that the matchup plays out. So you
matchup
really
against
can't.
Nago.
It is what it is, you know. So I mean, it's only 3 people left in bracket, so ain't no one else to play other than Eddventure. And you got to get the W to be able to do that. Tensorial tried to go with the stroke pressure, but the immediate punish from Newmanheimer.
All right, careful the toxicity. I feel like you get that knockdown, that's great, but 2H is way better. You'll Fukio in. Get that pressure started. There's again the command grab. We talked about how much he loves that. Try to RC, B, sword, and try to get that mixed with it. This time Tensorial blocks, but
That was
can't block that jumping
meaty.
in, bro. No beacon.
That was meaty.
Bro, fell off the bone kind of meaty.
And Tensorial trying to keep it all together in all the right places. There's the knockdown, laying down some sheet music. Newmanheimer with the blocks, another 5P interrupt. He's like, I don't want any of those air shenanigans. Frame kill into the command grab.
As a reversal, as a rebuttal. Side switch with it. We haven't seen anyone get caught with that mix though, but it does get him out of the corner. But for how long? Oh, into the super after that Beyblade, brother. That's gonna be a chunk of damage. Again, the wave check, take off the Druice. Not enough to kill. Next hit will. With that Oki, is Fukio in or just easy 5H? Also with the clone. He's busted.
There's the blood explosion. Tensorial, Newmanheimer with the chemical love. One of the few buttons that can do it. Excuse me, one of the few moves that can do it. Tensorial with the option.
Tensorial still in the game. 5H, I'm trying to clip the 2H. Gets in with the counter situation, jump H. Jump S, I'm sure say.
Oh,
Nah,
nice.
want to see an optimal punish for this one. Need to see something optimal for this one. Kill him. The 6H, he's still alive.
No
Don't let
way.
this character alive. Don't
No
do it.
way.
Don't do it.
No way. There's the command grab. Tensorial down back for their life. Another snack. Oh my goodness. The left and right Twix. Newmanheimer wants it all.
About to make it fall. 4-bar boosted up. That means a 5H in the future. Gets the counter hit into the super, into the gap, just like that Newmanheimer. And you can't burst the super, baby. You hold all this wave check.
What?
Back from the brink of defeat.
Why are you like this? Why are you the way that you are? Nah.
It's just him
not
too.
like that.
It's like you fight a Nago in 4-9, 4-10, Celestial. They ain't doing it like him. They ain't doing it like him, bro.
Yo. Let me find out Newmanheimer is sponsored by Hoover.
Let me find out he's sponsored by Game Shark, bro. So let me get that infinite health in there.
Oh my goodness. Cross up JK. Nah, you get nasty with the Tensorial. On the back foot for sure. Still has options. There's the 2K2 knockdown, trying to get the party started, but the gold burst from Newmanheimer.
Menacing walk forward. So gets clipped though. Tensorial not done yet. Like that. Keep that pressure going forward until the 2S ends it after the bloody spin into the super situation. Newmanheimer has bar to play with too as well. Tensorial on the back, but we'll use the R for the follow-up. Bro, the combo's not over. The combo's not over. False slash situation. Fukio's in. Goes in for the clone. Misses the bite though.
Newmanheimer, brother, the dunk contest was last weekend, man.
Mickey Mouse ass character. 2D knockdown. In for the note. Baked
Okay.
Red RC victory. Spreading away. No, he's still alive.
Newmanheimer has bar. He can BRC for it. Oh,
2K2D. No. That blessed 2K2D button. And honestly, Tensorial hasn't even been on the ground damn near every round. When is that button hidden? Set point.
hitting the ghosts of the future, denying them the win. Tensorial gonna have to wake up just a little bit more.
Stroking again. In the knockdown situation with the 2D. Yeah, I like that with the fireball, the backdash. Newmanheimer going in for the oppression. It's been great because he's not always been going for backdash, so they've been called out continuously by Tensorial on this entire bracket with jump slash. But he spreads it in decently.
Okay.
Speaking of spreads.
Super?
6H.
Okay. Ooh. Tensorial. Hard fought round, but Newmanheimer with another set point. Goes for the DP. Nice evasion. Tensorial with the punish on the knockdown.
That's so hard to get a good round start against Nago, but here we go. Don't matter. Round start, round finish.
Oh, the punish?
Fall slash.
Wow.
They'll flip the 6P, unfortunately. And Newmanheimer trying to get that close slash anti-air. Now put himself into the corner. 2S, it don't matter. He's out of there. Time to call corner. Newmanheimer with the red RC.
Oh, no, not like
Oh,
this.
he's dead. He's dead.
He's gone.
He's actually dead. The 6H, the sealer, Newmanheimer. 3-0 over Tensorial, brother.
Super hyped for this one. This is going to be really clean. Both of these players have been playing amazing all bracket long. But Eddventure is on that winner side. Only needs 3 to get it done and return the winner. But Newmanheimer has been just battling through loser side. Took that one L on winner side and said, "Bet, I'll do it the hard way."
Do it the hard way. If you're Eddventure, I feel like you've got to seal the deal too, because Eddventure has professed that this matchup, along with Happy Chaos, has been a big pain point for him. He's been looking for like some characters that could fight against Nago. But right now he's going for the Jacko. We'll get the wall breaking. Eddventure is looking fantastic. First round, bidding out the burst too as well. Big win right here for Eddventure.
Massive W for Eddventure, especially on the winner side. 2K, 2D knockdown. The back reverse in the sky for the same side applied.
Coming on the minions. Gets the throw though. The back though here from Eddventure, but won't be able to get the command grab. And Eddventure will get some distance from that situation. 6P was not able to commit to like a 2K, 2D. Unfortunately, Eddventure, after that RC, was able to get much off of it.
There's the burst as well. Eddventure with some meter, just laying down the minions to run out the JD, forcing Newmanheimer into that difficult scenario. How do I get in? There's the 2H clearing the minions on the screen. Fukio forward, but Eddventure keeping it aerial.
Now 2D, yup, red RC victory. And you see how difficult it is for like Newmanheimer to approach, because he can't go for far slash and commit with it. That's why you see the 6Ps continuously, right? You go for far slash, you're gonna get clipped, with the minions, and you're gonna hit with minion slash, or she lands a jump in or whatever, and she's able to start what she wants to start, right? So that's why 6P is less committal. You want to get that, but it doesn't have the same range as the other buttons do. So I like that alteration right there in terms of like where the minions are put out continuously from Eddventure, forcing out something different from Numenheimer. He's like, I can do far slash, here I can do 6P, but it's hard to call that out continuously. First game to Eddventure. Well played.
Use 2 more to close the door. Here we go. Round start 5K again.
Yeah, I agree with the chat. You have to kill the minions before they come out, but that's the game plan that Eddventure's looking for. And again, he's content to fight up in the neutral, despite the fact that neutral not so good for the likes of Jacket without the minions. But if they get going and flowing, Bebe's kids a little bit too dangerous to stop. There's a 2K2D knockdown.
BRC4, nice check from Eddventure again. Just playing so smart. The clone through finally to chase down with Numenheimer, getting some pressure applied. There's the close slash, goes with the 6H to the clone. PRC. Eddventure stuck at the moment.
Seeing more of the clone coming through too as well. Now you see more of the looks like the shield too as well. Not really helping out. Burst puts him up in the corner, close slash.
That stagger was nice.
Yeah. Well,
oh my god.
That kill? Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I
All
forgot.
right.
I was not familiar with your game.
That's on me.
That's my bad.
Oh, 5K after the 6K. That's disgusting stuff. That button's so good.
Double 2K, 2D knockdown, sets up the minion again. This is what y'all were talking about. You gotta set up shop with the minion to make him drop. Misses the close slash. Eddventure. Now up in that ass. The 2D knockdown too as well. Corner kick of the minion, but the 2S, bloody spin in, can't use too much more of the specials.
Oh, baby careful. With the minion. 2S caught the toes. Eddventure with the burst. Numenheimer looking to put themselves on the board with the game. Far slash through. Does have 2 bars of blood. Gotta be mad careful. The air scoop. Why, yes, we do have ice cream on this flight.
How many would you like, sir? Numenheimer, 1-to-1 with Eddventure. Get a little bit more aggressive. We see a lot less of like that long distance stuff and a lot more, Fukio in after some of these sequences, 2S, the bloody spin continuously. That means he's got to be very careful of the blood bar, and that must mean that Eddventure might look at that and be like, how can I make him spin more of that blood bar so I can do more damage and make him bust? Pause. Play. Anyway, back in the match, Eddventure. Let's see what he does up with this as his game plan.
Oh, my goodness. Big trade for Numenheimer, actually winning out on HP. Farsight's going to clear out the minions. 5K as well. Get them things out of here. I'm here for you, not for your kids.
These ain't mine.
I ain't trying to raise these.
I ain't trying to raise these. Like, you get the close slash anti right there, just with that button, actually able to get the hit. Numenheimer looks like willing to take some damage in some these sequences. That's fine, He can deal a lot more. Knockdown again. Bad situation call up in the corner. Numenheimer, nope. He's running out of tension.
Can't bubble shield all over. Yeah, tried to jump out in the gap, but man, that's just such a tough situation. And Eddventure is really good when those minions get buffed up to put you into almost a checkmate.
Yeah, that's true. Makes most of these situations we put you in the corner. Definitely right about that. Burst, offensive style, stay up in the corner while as soon as you saw the FD bubble goes in for the grip, command grab, normal throw. But I definitely see a command grab coming in his future because we want to see more of those specials going and flowing, not to worry about that blood bar. Boost it up.
Forget about command grab. We're going to get a command grab super from Eddventure. Going to send him through the wall. Numenheimer does have a lot of bar at the bottom. 50 of it to use, ready to go. Decides to hang out a little bit, clear out the minions with the 2H, slide through JHPRC. Still bumped into the minion, and Eddventure ready for the double scoop.
Hit him. Again, the sarcophagus. Puts him down to the ground. Eddventure on game point against Numenheimer again.
Yeah.
I gotta keep talking about this. Eddventure, looking for characters that can fight Nago, that can fight Happy Chaos. And I like seeing him stick with something that has a comfortability. I don't think this is good for Jacko. I don't think this is like, despite how it looks, it's just that Eddventure is playing out of his goddamn mind right now.
Playing absolutely ridiculous. Like, just incredibly well at the moment. And it's forcing Numenheimer to really make those adjustments that may not think that Nago would have to make against Jacko, but it's the timing that Eddventure has for minion set, where he's hanging out on the screen, and his awareness of where Numenheimer is in the blood gauge.
talked about that. That far slash can't always come through. You might get clipped or hit. Now you see the shield point and the pop with the slash into the super once again. Elysium Driver, that's going to be damn near about to win. Wall break, yeah, will finish the job. Eddventure on set point.
Eddventure looking to close the door on the tournament for good in this bracket. Neuenheimer gonna have to make some quick decisions. Blown up immediately. Stuck in the corner. Nice back throw, and here we go. Neuenheimer finally gets a chance to play the backstep. The defense from Eddventure.
Well, we talk about the defense from Neuenheimer. Check this defense here
no.
from Eddventure. Now the offense. Open up. I see the lights are on. Your car's in the driveway. Open up. The ball is built up for the wall break. Now, wait, there's still a little bit more to go. Eddventure just needs one more hit to do it. One touch to tap. YRC, let me free. YRC right back, but that's a final hit. Eddventure's going to take it. Grand finals from winner's side.
Eddventure telling his whole story from start to finish, all the way from St. Louis. I can feel the St. Louis flag waving behind him, even at home.